You're on the starting soon screen.
Well, are we starting now or starting soon?
We are on the screen that says starting soon with a cute
Wait,
little
I'm
picture.
confused. Explain it to me again.
With a cute little picture of me sitting down and looking expectantly upwards.
Why isn't it a cute picture of me, huh? Am I not cute enough for you?
It's my fucking stream.
Didn't we give Calc your channel for a little bit?
Yeah, we did.
No.
Whatever happened to that?
No, wasn't it like if I died during that fight, then Calc would get my channel, and I didn't die, so Calc did not get my channel. No, we didn't stream that one. It was a different fight.
Moss, we need to kill Senazura so that Calc can have Logan's channel.
No, that doesn't stand anymore.
It does.
No,
that offer is null and void.
But it's Calc's birthday! It's Calc's birthday!
It's Calc's birthday tomorrow.
Birthday boy.
It's Calc's birthday tomorrow.
Give me your channel for my birthday.
No.
It's Calc's birthday eve, come on.
Give me your channel for my birthday.
I will not do that.
Calc's little birthday creature.
I already
Alien bucket or boyfriend bucket?
I spent $80 to help get you fucking paints for your minis. I am not giving you my streaming channel.
You're so selfish.
Give me your streaming channel or you don't love me.
It's like the most toddler thing.
Adding this one to the Logan call-out post, boys.
Would not give Paul
would not give Paul this channel.
One of these days we're gonna make somebody's gonna make like a joke call-out post, and that's gonna be
Someone's gonna make a real call-out post on us for bullshit reasons.
I'm gonna make a real call-out post, y'all, if y'all don't shut the fuck up. Anyways.
You don't own me, Moss.
I don't, but I do own this campaign, so. Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing tonight?
Sexy.
Pretty fucking okay.
I'm alive.
That's good.
Tell me when I should go to the D&D screen, by the way.
Go ahead, go. We were supposed to start at 7. We'll start at 7, as I said.
Let me hit D&D stream and not game stream. There we go.
Good plan.
So, should I do the recap?
Who wants to do the recap, actually? Yeah, let's get it going.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure last session we went to Bear Point Village. It was a very creepy town.
That was Arena.
There's a lot of horror elements. It was really crazy.
There was a lot of horror elements?
Yeah, just like some minor horror elements.
I was there.
Me and Moss on the
I was there clapping. I actually don't remember what happened last session. Someone else is
if somebody else... Hello?
What do you mean, hello?
Who's in your...
That's my girlfriend.
Oh! Okay! Hello? Just like, who the fuck's in your room?
To be fair, Moss...
Kirsten, come say hi.
Hi!
That's fair.
Hi. To be fair, Moss, I also had a similar reaction because I saw Psyche walking in the background of your shot. I was like, wait a minute.
That's like,
no.
Hello!
I was like, Logan, hi!
Aww.
I just see in the corner of their stream just somebody walk in, bend down, black hair covering their face, and just like creep out. And I was like, that's the person
that's demon.
Yo, you got the girl from The Ring in your house.
You're my sleep paralysis demon, yeah. She can't hear any of you, by the way. She doesn't.
Nice. All is crushed.
Yes, we do this in public all the time, and everyone gets grossed out.
Forces me.
Yes, I literally pick her up all the time.
All the time.
Aw, that's adorable.
I am a loser for that.
You are. Anyways, who wants to do my recap, please?
No, let's do agree.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so last time on the Unchosen ones, some of us were in the nurse's office after we got batshit McFucked over by those drakes. I, Astrafel, had a out-of-body experience where I felt the first amount of love I felt in years. very cool and awesome for me. Drell was not having the greatest time because her friends were hurt and she is empathetic as hell.
Yeah.
Zenizura deciding that she was fine because she has dealt with obviously worse because she's big and beefy and we love her very much. Decided to go to... You went to the Forge afterwards, right, or no?
I tried
no, you went
to...
class.
But
I went
the
to
teacher
class.
kicked you out.
And then
Yeah,
I
you went
tried to help Professor Alamine close up the forge, and he told me, no, go be, like, a young adult with young adult friends. And I was like, I don't know how to be a young adult with young adult friends. All I know is make sword, occasionally make armor, eat hot chip, and never lie.
Yeah, so Zenizura goes to class like the perfect person that she tries to be. We're very proud of her. Some of us skipped class because we had just gone through a Drake attack and we weren't in the fucking mood. The next day, the next day we went straight to like our next to like battle combat class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
we got to the Forge Master, because I'm pretty sure he's the same guy who runs the battle class.
Mm-hmm.
Sent out some enemies that he created in order to test where we were. When it was me and Drell's turn,
Shit got fucked.
shit got real fucked. There were skeletons that he may have been originally controlling, but was no longer controlling. I got pinned down, and not in the sexy way, I'll tell you that.
I don't know. It seemed pretty sexy.
No, it didn't.
I'm joking.
Not when one of those skeletons called me their sibling. It didn't.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot about the Alabama. I will tell you this. I have notes on all the teachers' names. We've got the
So do
military
I.
tactics teacher. Well, I took
sure
notes
hope so,
first
Moss. I
Yeah, I
hope so,
don't think
Moss.
you did, actually.
of the players.
Oh, okay.
You did do that.
You did do that.
If I need to remember
And
a
then
name,
you just
I'll go to you.
posted them for everyone to see. Cop out.
And then after the skeletons are defeated, we all decide to take my very confused self and just head on down to the headmasters because, hey buddy, what the hell?
Hey dude, what the fuck?
Hey yo, this ain't the vibe, chief.
This ain't the vibe, chief.
Careful.
Drell is still, like, helping Astrafel along, by the way. I don't think Astrafel is unclung from her side.
She's stuck with them. Sorry. You
So-
just PPs for a reason.
We are heading to the headmaster's office. That's where we left off. So yeah, you guys are in quite a state. All heading up, running your way. Do you guys know where the headmaster's office is?
Kikyo does.
I have a map.
Kikyo has keep in mind.
Oh, okay. So you guys kind of follow. Zenizura is like looking at the map, and Kikyo's just fucking booking it. Give me 1 second. And you guys eventually make your way up to the headmaster's office. Usually there is like a secretary there, kind of waiting. But it seems that they have stepped aside because when you guys get there, the door to the headmaster's office is already open. What do you guys do?
Kikyo is going to. Where? So is the headmaster's door already open? Did you say?
Yes.
Where
Sorry,
do
I
we
had to
see
get my
inside?
Diet Coke. Are you going up close enough to look inside? Basically, is what I'm asking.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peer around slightly around the corner.
God, are you looking inside
For
anyway?
traps. Yes,
I
I'm
stand
checking
back
inside.
like 6 feet.
Door with a 10-foot metal rod.
Yeah. So what you guys need when you approach the open door is that first of all, this office is huge. Most of you are from royal families, if not
Mhm.
noble. So your inherited parental unit, whichever one is the one kind of in charge of their land mass. This is about the same size as a typical office for a lord or lady. High ceilings, big rectangle room with like this large bay window against the back. You see like magical lanterns hanging. There is a large oak desk, solid and thick, with like 3 C's in the center of the room. Rain Akimbrall, your headmaster, they are leaning against their desk with kind of their arms crossed over their chest. One hand is out holding their, what is it called? It's the magical orb that you ponder.
Crystal ball?
I can't think of what it is.
Crystal
Is it
ball.
It's the magical pondering orb.
Yes,
Pondering
holding out their
orb.
magical pondering orb. Sitting on their desk is Lenari, the librarian. It appears as though, judging by the setup kind of behind them, that they were having tea when
Aw.
Professor Alameen, who you see is standing in front of them, warhammer down on the ground, interrupted them. And as the 6 of your footsteps rapidly approach, I guess 12, because you each have 2 feet, they all sort of stop, and the 2 Azamar lean to look at you, while Professor Alameen does not budge. He's staring straight ahead at the headmaster.
Respectful.
Zinazar like lifts a hand and
Kiki will slightly bow as she walks in.
Yeah, no, Astrofel's also just doing like a little awkward hi.
and then Zinazar kind of seems to remember herself and salutes.
Then Azura salutes, and Akimbrall stands, and they say, "No. That you don't need to worry about all that now, dears. Come on in. I have. Oh, blast. Please come in. Lenari, will you? You see them kind of look over you and pause for just a second as they reach into their chest pocket and pull out a napkin or like a handkerchief and pass it to Lenari, who stands. Give us just a few moments. I would like to talk to these students who were involved. Professor Alameen, please, you can stay. Come in. I'm so sorry. Can I offer you some tea or some water?
Tea would be nice.
It
Of
would
course.
be appreciated.
Of course, and you watch as they wave their hand, and a series of chairs kind of appear in front of them, and behind them, their teapot begins to pour as Lenari stands and moves behind you guys to leave the room.
If I was a magical creature, I'd just make magical tea sets all the damn time, honestly.
Same.
Please have a seat. Professor Alameen was just enlightening me to what happened
Cheesecake.
during your last your first combat exercise.
I guess she's gonna take a seat. And Asherfell is like, peel Asherfell off so they can take a seat and move their chair close to there so she can put an arm around them.
Now, there's no need to, and they wave their hand and kind of turn y'all's 2 separate seats into like a wooden love seat so you can get.
Aw, nice.
Oh.
So, I mean, I assume you have something more to tell me than what the professor said, or how can I help? I only know what I have been told, as it is, as they begin to pass out.
Kiki will sign that.
teas.
Unfortunately, I don't know much more about the situation.
Zinazura looks expectantly at Astrophel. Because Astrofel's the one with the extra info.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, then, when the skeletons began, going a bit haywire, one of them managed to pin me down. And it whispered something in a language none of us here know, but I could understand it clearly. It said the word sibling, and I don't quite know what that means.
Well, my darling, where did you go? Blast it all. Okay, there you are. I found you again. It's been a hot minute since I've done Lenara. You'll have to forgive me. My darling, you are like me. Yes, you are a...
As
You are a god's chosen, yes. Sometimes gods... God morality is not for us to understand. I want to preface this. Sometimes the gods that choose us reach out in ways we do not understand at first, darling. Did it hurt you?
it pinned me down, but aside from that, all it did was whisper in my ear. I think the only reason it was trying to harm me was because this was a battle exercise originally.
Right. So it did not. It did not physically harm you after its body changed. I mean, other than obviously tackling you.
Not once.
Okay. I have spoken with Professor Olamine, who is going to, along with our cleric instructor, going to sanctify those grounds to ensure that something like this doesn't happen again. The best thing I can tell you right now, given that we don't have a lot of information, would be to... Do you know, darling?
No, what?
Your celestial heritage, your parentage. Who chose you?
Almost for my entire life, I was told it was Celine.
Right. Which would make sense given the stars. If it is the goddess, I've never heard her reaching out like this before. But that's... gods are gods, and I am in no place to question them. I suppose we shall have to wait and see if anything else comes of this. Are you alright?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a bit shaken up, obviously, but
Said while clinging to the dragonborn.
I'm shaken up and a bit clingy, but I'll be okay.
You two, you all have had some very interesting first 2 days. I assure you, it is not normally like this.
I'd be surprised if it was, honestly.
Your parents would never have agreed to send you here, Lady Drell.
Oh, absolutely not.
Your Grace, Your Highnesses, I apologize for what occurred. And they reach up, and you watch as they pull from their hair a spring of forget-me-not flowers and offer it out to you, Astrafel. I will work on getting this fixed. Accept my humblest apologies, Your Highness, and I am of the Lady Nevermore.
Oh.
Your god will find you when they decide to reveal themselves.
I think it can be patient enough for that.
They reach over and put a hand on your head. Patience is all the gods require sometimes. Now, Miss Lenari and I were discussing some things, so if I could ask you all to, is there anything else I can do to help you? Any other questions?
No, I don't believe so.
Very well. If you ever need someone to talk to, Your Highness, like I said, Lenari and I are both of gods, and we understand the weight that comes with finding out your celestial heritage and the impatience that comes before it. So, I am here for you, as is our librarian, who has left. Yes, I will have to tell her to come back up. But, thank you all for bringing this to my attention. I assure you it will be handled. Please, try to enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank
Do you have any more classes?
I think that was our last class for the day, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Feel
Yeah,
like
it
it was.
was.
Yeah, Combat 101 is our last class.
Then we have some downtime.
It's gonna be hard to enjoy the day then without school.
Oh my god, Kikyo, we get it!
We can't all
my
be
God, you're a
fucking
fucking
nerds,
nerd,
Paul.
we get it.
I say that like Zenazura doesn't also feel
Yeah,
like
you're
that.
not you're not allowed to talk. Your schedule's the second heaviest.
Joel's gonna just be like, "You're like, I think we all should just enjoy each other's company right now until dinner, alright?"
Come on, you like white on
Zen-
rice, bro.
Zenazura looks visibly antsy.
The four of you are ushered out of Lenari's office, not Lenari's, Kimbrel's office, where they sort of wave you off. Again, you know, if you need anything, come contact me. And shuts the door, and you can hear more murmured talking, muffled, but between them, excuse me, and Professor Alamine.
Well,
Ikea will sign. That was an interesting first combat encounter.
I... Pat for Ashfell.
here is hoping that we don't have any further incidents like that. For those on the stream that did not see it, Mosh just very visibly mouthed, "Oh, you will."
I would fucking hope so, Chief.
It's an eventful first 2 days, even.
It really has been,
You know, I feel like we should have caught in the vibes of this place being a little bit chaotic when my pig ran on your boat, Senator.
You know what, that's
Well,
fair.
I mean, that could have been worse. She almost got to where the wargs were being kept.
Oh, that would not have been good. Ashfell.
Good point! Great point, even.
Great point.
Speaking of, I need to go make sure Maximus is fed.
Alright.
Understandable.
The, stable hands are understandably nervous around him, so.
Yes. Very big dog.
He's not a dog.
Big boy.
Joel's so fucking
Big,
stupid,
very
I
big
love her.
boy.
So fucking stupid. I love her. So
Go
much.
take care of your companion.
Walk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go take care of him. We'll be fine.
Right. I will see you at dinner.
As always.
See you later.
Calc's so excited
Is
about dinner.
Colry still around also?
Oh no, I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Or
I had to multitask
Colry has
saying two different things.
disappeared. Zinazur kind of like looks around as if like going to talk to Colry, sees that she is not there, nods, and then goes and leaves.
Zen does not know how to socialize. It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's like, this conversation is over.
Funny. This conversation is over.
Ah, fuck. Ow.
I was thinking of just working on my druidic project, like looking at the plants, examining them. If anyone would like to join me, I would like that. Of course, Ashtrafel. Kikyo?
I have to work on my project, especially since Neptune is out sick.
That is fair.
The alligator
very
flu. Strikes
It's the
again.
alligator flu!
The alligator flu, man.
Back again.
That damn alligator.
For those who don't know, whenever a player misses out on a session, their character caught the alligator flu.
We call it the alligator flu because one time Logan's character Leatherheart, who is an alligator lizard folk, missed a session, and the quickest thing my brain could come up with was alligator flu!
Alligator flu.
Like a true dungeon master.
Alligator flu.
It's surprisingly catchable despite its name. It's like how the swine flu wasn't just for pigs.
Yeah!
Like the avian flu.
Exactly.
Yeah, the avian flu.
It may have started with the lizard folk, but you know, now we're all here with it. So, you go about your day. Day turns into night, turns into day, turns into night, and days pass, weeks pass.
Good times.
The next 2 weeks of your time here is uneventful. Your classes pass as well as can be expected for a group of over and underachievers, people who work hard to be here, and some people who were given this ticket rather against their will, I might say. But it goes, as time is wont to do. And 2 weeks later...
Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
just like I'm not trying to like interrupt or anything, but does Dayu ever give Kikyo any more like trouble or anything? Like not like he's trying to give her trouble, but she you know what I mean?
Dayu checks in with you occasionally, probably about once a week. After that first event, just to, I mean, he talks to you actively, like you're his sister. He wants to make sure that you are well taken care of and are enjoying your time, but he specifically comes to you about once a week and is like, I have to send Father a letter. Can you update me on your progress? He is very upfront with you about what.
Out of character, Kikyo finds his earnestness so fucking annoying, but Paul is over here like, I love how importantly he emphasizes, I have to send Father a letter. Tell me what you want on the letter.
He's trying to be a good brother. Because he genuinely loves you. Like, he genuinely wants what's best for you.
And Kikyo understands that, but she's trying to distance herself from him so that she can improve herself. And it's just, which is why she's being
he's like, how much would you like me to embellish your accomplishments?
Exactly.
And she's like, I'm gonna prove myself on my own.
Well, how are you gonna do that if I'm not sitting here telling him what you're accomplishing?
Oh, I love Kikyo so much!
Exactly. Kikyo's very stubborn for her size.
I love her. Sorry. So as I was saying, days weeks, 2 weeks pass. It is a nice spring afternoon. About 1 o'clock.
Alligator flu for 2 weeks.
I
God
know,
damn.
it's like this. When I got the swine flu, I was out for 2 weeks, so it makes sense.
It does.
You guys are out in the middle of the forest. You have been tasked by your weave instructor, and also Drell, your druidic instructor, wishes for you to find some magical plants. Herbs, essentially nothing super dangerous, but just want you to identify and sketch magical plants, so that you can come back and discuss what is native to this island. The rest of you are out looking for evidence of naturally occurring magical phenomena on the island itself. Not plants, not animals, like what parts of the island itself are magical. Because this is
What if it's magic plants?
that may be allowed, but you're not sure.
Oh god.
The instructions were purposely very vague. Moriana pretty much told you, go out, find me some magical examples of magical Tenemore shit, and bring it back and we'll have a discussion about it. Yes.
I'm genuinely not trying to keep interrupting, but I can imagine the teacher saying that and Asherfell being like, found it.
Right.
Yeah.
Cheryl finds a fucking mandrake.
To which Moriana looks at you looks like,
Come on, it was clever.
Just looks up, raises her eyebrows, and then continues the fucking lesson as if you had not said anything.
doesn't even do like a moving on, just goes, and then there are
I would die for the teachers in this place.
so you guys are out and about, and through your sort of exploration, you found a sort of a field. In the center of the field is this spiral, naturally occurring sort of staircase ramp, rocky area that goes down, 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 to where you can see a lake. Kind of more like a pond, I guess. It's about 10 feet below, so you could easily jump down, not take any damage. You know, this seems to be like a watering hole of sorts, of a play area. The water below appears to be shimmering with blues and greens, and if you look just right, you see flickers of white underneath the surface. It is you four, Neptune, who is here in spirit, and Coleridge.
Still sniffling.
For 2 weeks.
Still sniffling.
Neptune's just there with a mask on.
Thank you. Social distancing, masking, it's what you need to do.
Cause she gotta
She's
get
6 feet away at all
her
times.
lessons done. She gotta get her lessons done, but she wants to be sure that nobody else catches the alligator flu.
Because the alligator flu will wear you out. It will.
And you know what it'll do? It'll really fuck up your voice so you can't talk.
Exactly.
Too many people.
Sometimes I can still hear Neptune's voice.
So, I'm gonna set the scene. You guys are kind of all around this pool. Colery is like half laying over, fingertips like reaching towards the water down below. Just kind of a very lazy motion. Neptune is kind of sitting kind of next to the hole with like one leg over it, you know, kind of shaking it back and forth. Like you would do it like a poolside.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you guys in this area?
I've kind of like, you know how like things can like rest on their haunches. I'm kind of doing the human equivalent of that because I don't know how to describe me, because that's how just I sit normally. But I'm like kind of bent down, and I may or may not be trying to fix my hair using the lake as a mirror.
Kikyo is actively like exploring just like the nearby flora with Nono to help sniff things out, and then Atsuko is off like sitting like next to a tree in the shade because Atsuko's not used to hiking.
Absolutely not. Atsuko's
Thumbs up, like, oh god.
Atsuko's
Girl.
like, I did not wear the right shoes for the job.
I did
Oh
not.
no!
Oh, honey. Like, Drell, like, kind of gets distracted by the water for a bit. And just, like, looking at it, kind of like, you know, just examining it, just being like, oh, pretty. And then she's like, wait, I have things I need to do. And then it's like, go look at some plants. She has ADHD, baby.
Zen, where are you at?
You said Colry's with us?
Yeah, Colry's with you.
Where
It
is-
seems to be like this was a class project.
Okay, where is Colry?
Colry is literally like, you know how when you lay on a pool side and your arm kind of reaches down, you play with the water?
Yeah.
She's like reaching toward, which is like far too low for her to reach, so she's just kind of idly like shaping water and shit.
Actually, okay, since Paul brought up Nono, I just thought of like, would Zenna have been allowed to bring Maximus just to like stretch his legs? You're allowed to tell me now.
What kind of leash is this dog on?
He has a fucking bridle because he's a mount.
Do you have this mount hanging around now, or is it like tied to a tree, or like what is the?
I'll just say that we left him at home.
Okay, I'm kind of sitting here and I'm like, if we end up getting to combat, I don't want to have to factor in a warg, you
Mhm.
know.
Very fair.
Uh,
I think Zen is just kind of like leaned up on a tree watching, like kind of like half keeping an eye on Colry, half just like kind of watching her play with the water.
Mhm.
I'm kind of assuming that they're taking a little bit of a break if they're just kind of idling about. So Zenazura is just allowing Colry that space to take a break.
Excellent.
Wait, can I want to say this very fast, and this is a joke, just in case I am very much reading the vibes wrong, but also, I want to make Zenazura and Colry kiss like Barbie.
Both like the two toys just smacked
Yucky.
together.
Yeah, like that dude at the, like that director at the Oscars making them kiss.
Yeah, making the Oscar. Where is everybody kind of like? So, Ashrafel, you're looking at the water, right?
I'm looking at myself in the water.
You're looking at
yes.
yourself in the water. Can you do me like a super solid favor?
Yes.
Can you roll me a strength saving throw with disadvantage?
Okay. What do I do for that one?
So you're gonna roll 2 d20s. You're gonna add your strength. You're gonna take the lowest of the two,
Okay,
and then you're gonna add your strength modifier to that.
Okay, hang
Which
on.
Yeah,
I
20s,
got-
here we go.
I've got my. Let me open up one of my other D&D. dice,
Confirm
because-
that crit. Confirm that
Confirm
crit.
that crit.
Confirm
that
that
crit.
crit.
Hang on, I can't. Is this the D20? Okay, cool. I don't want to make the same mistake I made the last time.
Is it a D12?
I can't do this again, mate.
Is it are the faces triangles?
D20s. Okay. So. One's a 7. One's a 13. So we're going with 7.
Plus your strength
Okay.
modifier.
Which
That's
is
my. Which is a +2.
So 9.
I'm scared. I'm
That's not
scared.
good. You guys are having a wonderful time. It is a very lazy spring morning. It's Saturday. No, I'm sorry, it's Friday. Your classes are off for like institutional planning day, so you have a 3-day weekend. It's like a very chill and fun day. So, you know, Ashrafel, you're busy looking at yourself, and you don't really realize that like there's somebody coming up behind you until that person has rushed and pushed you into the water below.
Oh no, Ashrafel! Why?
Who did
Which-
this?
Ashrafel
Goodness.
falls. You hear the plop. And those of you who are not currently in the water, that is the rest of you, you see the two elves, the wood elves, who are in your same year, just kind of like laughing and high-fiving.
Oh my god.
Zenazura just like immediately is like, up off the fucking tree, like shoulders like fucking straight, just like, excuse me.
Can I swim? Am I allowed?
Oh,
Can I-
you're not there.
Oh.
So the two elves stop and look at you and they're like, relax. It was just a joke. We were just playing around. All it was is just water.
Has Astrafel surfaced?
No.
Astrafel, like, Drell is like bolting ass to the edge of the thing. She's like,
Kikyo is
Astrafel!
completely
Looking over,
unaware to
trying
all of this.
see where they are.
Kikyo is looking at plants and is deaf.
Atsuko is standing and just kind of like she has one hand extended out to you, but also is like watching the rest of the group to see if she needs to get you. So it's that sort of like, you can't see my hands, but it's like that sort of like,
Yeah.
you know? What was your question, Logan?
I was asking, had Astrafel surfaced, and you've answered it. Zinazur kind of like looks at them for a second, realizes Astrafel has not surfaced, points at them like, I'll deal with you later. And then moves to the water side, trying to see if like there's like any struggling, if Astrafel just can't swim, like what's going on.
The water is crystal and unbroken.
Astrafel?
Astrafel,
Astrafel one unlucky start.
On God!
You fell. You felt the water
Literally.
break. You fell through the water. You know, when you hit water, you keep going for a little bit.
Yeah.
You went about 6 feet, and then you feel the water underneath you give out. As you fall another 6 feet onto hard marble.
Ah! Ah!
Ow.
Ah! Fuck! Shit!
Do not cannonball into that lake.
Oh,
No.
Bad
If I were
idea.
playing Cadence, you would cannonball.
Cannonball.
Breaks his
Asher-
ass.
Astrafel, if you look up, there is no water. It is just a marble ceiling.
I'm gonna. Can I push myself up? Like.
Yeah, you can stand. Nothing's
Alright.
holding you down.
You're
You're just a little sore.
I'm standing up and I'm like kind of like rubbing at my wings a bit because it. Ow!
Yeah. Astrafel, you are. I'm gonna describe it in just a second, actually. The rest of you. Upon seeing Zinazura move, Atsuko will reach over and tap Kikyo.
Is something happening with the water?
Yes, one of your friends has disappeared. Friends.
She'll walk over.
Classmates.
They just hit the water
quite
and
intense.
fucking vanished.
The two wood elves are also leaning over and looking at each other extremely nervously.
Yeah, you
These
should
are
be
a little
afraid,
bit
whore.
giving us trouble
They're
before,
like,
right?
oh god, we killed them.
Okay.
I'm
What were their names again?
Kaith and Flora.
Oh, those are troublemaker names.
I swear, it's a pond. He can swim, right? They can swim.
We don't know that. I'm going in after them. Zen's going to take off like their over stuff. Basically. Basically.
He blushes slightly.
You won't draw. Off with the over stuff.
Yeah. I was just basically just like stripping down. Everybody else stay here. Just stripping down until it's just like, covering her breasts, just covering her lower stuff because she doesn't want to get her clothes wet in case she gets back out, and then jumps into the water.
Same thing happens to you.
What does Kikyo see?
You guys watch as Zinazura hits the water, falls about. You can't really judge the distance of how far she sinks from up here, but once she hits a certain distance, the water becomes unbroken once more, and Zinazura disappears.
I'm gonna roll Arcana on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a nat 1, my dude.
Yeah, good fucking luck.
Kikyo signs. I think we found our magic thing.
You think?
You think
And I think it just
Someone
ate two of
call
our
out
classmates.
Zenazura.
I think it just it ate two people. Oh,
Hello?
Mr. Mango. Hello.
Hi, Mango.
Kikyo will dip her finger in.
It's water. You can't dip your finger in, by the way, because you are about 10 feet up. Like I said, there's like a circle of a walkway down to it, but you guys were literally, Asherfeld was pushed into it.
I need fan art of this.
Kikyo will walk down the walkway down to it and
Atsuko and
dip a
Colry will
finger
follow.
in.
It's water.
Jill gives the two twins. She goes, "I'm watching you motion." As she goes, like hurting down the
Do
walkway.
any of you know what this is?
Anybody else want to roll Arcana on this?
I mean, I can definitely try. It's not my strong suit.
Please!
Alright, what's my Arcana? It's a +0. So,
Get a good roll, goddamn you.
well, that's on the floor. That's not gonna count.
Yeah, some
there you
DMs
go,
would
that
count
is
that as an
great.
automatic nat 1.
That's
I
not
will
a
not.
no.
I'm not
Oh,
like that.
no.
my
Kikyo
God,
is
that's
going
14.
while they're figuring this out. Kikyo is going to tie a rope. If you need me to roll a check, to like a nearby tree, and then tie it around herself and be like, "Give me a second."
Give me a second.
And I'll wait
Yeah.
until that's gonna take a minute, so I'm gonna wait till their Arcana
Yeah.
checks are rolled.
Yeah, that was a 14.
It's magical. You can tell that by the fact that Kikyo touched the surface and nothing happened to her. Whatever is magical here is not at the surface level of the water. Judging by the fact that both Zen and Astrafel had to deepen for this to take effect, it is lower.
I just got
Whatever
the
is
mental-
going on here.
The mental image of Kikyo, like, diving in with the rope tied to her, and then hits that point, just goes, boop, and just dangles.
Just
That's what
Kikyo
I
is
was thinking too.
going to sign to Atsuko. If I tug on the rope, just pull me.
Joe's not gonna...
Whoop.
She's like, I'm just gonna go in.
Kikyo is not
and
going
hope
to
for
sit
the best.
idly by while a rival from her rival nation jumps in, no fear.
Only in a
here's-
bra and shorts.
Here's the fun thing about teleportation.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You pass the threshold and boo-boo kachoo, you guys are there. So, Zenazura, Ashrafel, you guys are just kind of standing in this this massive nave. This is a long forgotten sanctuary built to worship something or someone ancient. Everything is built of marble. There's marble floors. No, sorry, there's obsidian floors and marble walls, stone pews, a massive dais at the front of the room where a statue stands, arms outstretched as though cradling something. It is dimly lit with magical lanterns. There we go. Covered with dust, so what little light they provide is still dimmed even more. But you can see, it's not pitch black. And as you guys kind of stand there, from above you, boom, 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 boom. Zenazura, you first, obviously. And then Kikyo falls in, and you guys watch as Kikyo falls and dangles for a second with this rope tied around her, and then falls the rest of the way. Getting a little bit of whiplash from it. Drell, you are next.
Hear Drell shrieking.
Oh. Wait.
Give me 1 second to double
And
check
then-
something.
And then social distancing Neptune is after that.
Neptune
Yeah.
is after that.
Oh fuck, yeah shit. She's also here.
After a second, you guys, Atsuko follows, promptly on her ass. And you guys see, oh, ow, okay. Followed shortly by Colry, who, as she is following, cast Featherfall and drifts gently down next to you.
You know, I think the saddest thing is at the moment that everyone started showing off, the first thing that popped into Astrofell's brain was, you guys came for me?
Oh, shut the hell up!
Like, Drell sees Astrophel, she's like, Astrophel! She's like, runs on.
Zinazura, after she has processed what has happened, is like, well, I am glad that you did not drown. I am less glad that I left all of my equipment beside the pond.
You see Atsuko shake her head and pull out. She's got an armful of stuff.
Thank you.
I assumed when Mistress Kikyo did not return that perhaps there was danger.
Good call. Also, the
Very.
second Zenazura's dressed up, like, Drell's gonna be like, you! Hug! Real quick and then let go.
She's like hugging this fucking buff half-orc who is only
You guys
wearing...
are all popping wet, by the way. You
Yeah.
did go.
And all Zenazura is wearing is a bra and shorts right now. Like,
Drell, oblivious as fuck. Yeah?
Question. You said that it's not pitch black, but it's not, like, completely lit up,
It's
correct?
dim light, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a possibility that I can grab something and cast light on it?
Yeah, there's some rocks. There's some pews.
Bet.
Ooh,
Bet.
rocks,
There's a couple
luxury.
After looking around, you realize that there's, like I said, there are lanterns hanging around. So if you could grab a lantern and do that.
I'll take a lantern in my hand. Light.
Yeah. So you cast light, and the room. I mean, it doesn't like super light up the room, but it helps. And you guys realize this room that you are in is huge, like 100 feet long. The ceilings are cathedral high. Marble and stone. Every step you take echoes in this room. You're kind of in the back of this sanctuary, and like I said, directly across from you on the dais, you guys see a large idol of a woman, unmoving. There are pews. There does not, however, seem to be a way out.
Zen is redressing herself and kind of like taking in the space and just hold on really quick. I want to check something in my spell list.
Not a problem.
I'm going to strangle those twins when I get back out there.
A good thing I took Goodberry.
I have sandwiches, but I think they might be
Wet.
soggy now.
Oh,
Yes.
very soggy bread. Oh, that's no.
I am very sorry.
I could
I have-
toast them, I guess.
You
Could I- Okay, I
You
don't
will
have...
roll a perception check to see if she sees anything unusual.
Yeah, go for it.
Just a
Go
second.
ahead.
I was gonna roll a religion check. I want to see
Oh.
if... What?
Roll the religion check. Count what'd you get?
10. 3 plus 7, not good.
Oh.
I'm
Count
just rolling shit today.
It's okay. Kikyo looks around. You see the one, like I said,
Oh shit, last session too.
this is, it's okay. You didn't roll shit against us with mask, so you know what?
Yeah.
Thing is, I did.
And you still killed
That
all of
was
us.
rolling. That was.
Yep.
You were still kicking your ass.
Maybe
I'm
you
like,
should
oh,
roll more
God.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. But not here. You realize
Well, I'm trying.
looking around that it's a kind of a very simple thing that the statue across from you, this large idol of a woman, her arms are outstretched, kind of like I'm turning around, so like she's supposed to be cradling something. But there is nothing to be cradled in her arms. Logan, what did you get on your religion check?
I got a 19 on my religion check.
It's you worship the god Adesh. You have idols and altars for his family. You know without hesitation this is a sanctuary, however old and abandoned it might be, of his wife Miraphora, the mother goddess. You realize, looking at the mother statue in front of you, that is that is her.
This is a temple to Miraphora.
I kind of like tilt my head kind of quickly, remembering that I kind of, need to find her, and I just kind of tilt my head at Zenazera, like, keep going.
Be careful how you tread or what you do. This is holy ground.
Right.
But
Understood.
Well,
does
Kikyo will sign. Sorry,
Go
I
ahead.
didn't mean to interrupt. My bad.
I was just gonna.
Kikyo will sign. Well,
You go
this
ahead.
has to be documented. It's not like no one knows this exists on the island, right?
Unless we aren't on the island, we teleported.
Oh,
But
boy.
I mean, well, unless the teleportation magic is recent, I really can't miss school tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Saturday. It's fine. It's fine.
I have class on Saturdays.
Oh, you do. Oh, you
What you motherfuckers get for being overachievers? Get in your lane.
I'm taking the mounted combat class because I want to take the mounted combat feat later, and I discussed it with Moss that was gonna be a way that I would get it.
God save you.
If I take the mounted combat feat and I'm mounted on Maximus during a battle, I always have advantage.
It's true.
We need that. Get that. Make sure you get that.
Which means we need to get out of here.
And that's why the best combination is to have a rogue with the mounted combat feat with a centaur in the party.
That was always an ally.
Kikyo.
Wait, hold
Kikyo's. Oh shit.
Bye.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Kikyo says, or signs that, my specialty is definitely not religious magic, and there seems to be a lot of that lately. This is more your and Phil's field, I assume. I hope.
Well, I do not worship Miraphora, but I do pay, I suppose you could say, fealty to her as Adesh's wife, so I suppose yes.
Out of curiosity, Moss, does the oh my gosh, English is so hard with my brain sometimes.
Yeah.
Is the rope still attached or anything, or is it just kind of like gone?
It's gone. It's still attached to your waist, but it just kind of got
Snapped.
cut off. So you have half a
That's
rope.
funny.
Well, yeah, I guess you have most of
You
the
know what?
rope.
You have two halves of rope if your interpreter brought the other half.
I mean, she was holding on to it.
So she did. She brought it with her. She was like, "Now you have two halves of rope. We can cast the mending spell. I can't.
Does
but
one of you know mending?
She
Because Kikyo doesn't know mending. Kikyo has no magic.
I know mending.
Oh, thank God.
she's like holding on to the rope and feels it snap and just pulls it up and looks at the broken end like, ah, shit.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like frayed.
Lovely.
It was like clean. It was like a very clean slice through,
Just like,
like the
Yeah.
world's sharpest knife through butter. What are you guys doing?
explore.
You want to look around? Roll me? Yeah, you want to roll some investigation or perception or whatever checks you want?
Yeah,
Roll for it.
I want to
Kikyo's
roll.
gonna investigate the statues.
I want to roll investigation to see if I can find like any fucking doors or anything.
I also
So you're looking for doors.
I also want to roll investigation.
20!
I got a 19.
I guess I want to find anything related.
I've
like, I
rolled
don't know.
a 25
Okay.
Hang on, please be good.
on my
Hush,
investigation.
buddy, hush.
I got
Because
it. I got a
Kikyo has
16.
expertise in investigation. Oh yeah.
Oh, you're fine, buddy. Sorry, Cheesecake is being a little butthead. So I'm just gonna give you everything you all find because you all roll really well. After a bit of looking around, you realize a number of things. There are indentions in the back of the room. So behind the dais, behind the statue, you see one large indention in the wall where it looks to be this marble part of the wall does not match up exactly with the rest of the wall. So there is something here that is meant to move. You realize that the statue is not complete. And did anyone not investigate the walls?
You.
I mean, Kikyo investigated specifically the statues more than anything else, but I mean, she's obviously looking at everyone else at the same time.
Yeah,
And
so
she
if
also rolled a
you
25, so.
if you were looking around the statue, you realize the statue is not complete.
Yeah.
The statue there is, if you look at the statue's arms, you can see where there's rough marble along the upper and lower arms, whereas the rest of the statue appears to be very smooth, indicating that something has been removed. The arms also appear to be just a little too high to be in a natural position.
Mm-hmm.
Zenazura?
Hmm.
And anything that Mirafona is shown in, like paintings, statues, is she ever carrying anything?
Let me roll a religion check. Oh, good. That's gonna be a good one. Hold up. That's a 19 plus 2, 21.
Yeah, you actually have a pretty much a carbon copy of this, just a little smaller, on your altar to her. You remember that Miraphora is often seen holding her firstborn, which is the silver dragon Agazon. She often cradles the wormling with its head near her shoulder and her just very much holding it like you would a human child.
She should have her newborn with her, the wormling.
I look over at Zenazura. I was looking at Zenazura as she says that, and then I kind of look back at the statue with like a more kind of solemn expression, and I just go, "Someone took the baby away from this mother."
Wow. Perhaps.
Fucking crazy train over here, bro.
What the? Are they fucking drag racing on your street? Like,
You ask this every time, and like at this point,
is it RuPaul's Drag Race?
And that's the end of Tinamore. That's the fun.
Good night, everybody!
Good night, everyone.
Oh my god.
Oh, good god.
Perhaps if
Shit, fuck.
we were to find it and give it back to her,
We can find a way out of here.
I think that portion of the wall looks like it should be able to move.
Well, we might need someone strong to do that. Kikyo looks at Zenazura.
No, I mean like a like a puzzle.
Well,
No, just
brute force
brute
is
force it.
sometimes the option. Just saying.
This is the opposite energy of Lazarus.
I'm
Maybe
What? Sometimes the door isn't locked.
I'm waiting for the day that's the answer.
I'm same.
It has been multiple times.
Oh, that's right. You've done that to us multiple times, and every time we fall for it.
And we also do the thing where we're like, I stand 10 feet back and I'm gonna use my mage hand. And it's just like an untrapped, unlocked door.
Yeah.
Now watching us spend 30 minutes on a door when the real trap is walking through it.
I know, right?
Maybe there's a rock or something we can use to be a bit of a replacement. If it's big enough.
Ashrafel, how heavy are you?
Exactly.
Asphalt, as much as marble.
Well,
I mean,
tell you anyway.
Meanwhile, Kikyo will investigate the room for anything out of place.
Thank you. Yeah, please roll an investigation check. I'm on my knees.
Okay, so what does a 15 net me? Sorry, math is hard.
You're good. No, aren't you the one nicknamed Calculator? Anyways.
Yeah.
The deadpan stare and the
Yep.
yeah, no, so
I'm good at math.
look around. Here's the thing. It's dark. You guys may have dark vision. Most of you, Kikyo does not. But it doesn't mean you see everything crystal clear, and it's a little dim, so Kikyo kind of wanders off as you guys, not wanders, but wanders with a purpose. To go look around, and eventually...
Kiki does have dark vision.
Oh, that's right,
Kiki's
she's a
a half-elf.
half-elf. I keep thinking she's a human, I don't know why.
Nope.
As you get kind of closer to the
Humans.
back, more where you started, you realize that there's this... I'm looking for the word, hold on. What appears to be a pile of rubble from a distance, but as you approach, it kind of looks more like somebody stuck a bunch of shit underneath a tarp.
What, like
Mean.
me trying to clean the like the fucking dust out of the room and hiding it under the carpet?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of what it looks like.
Tiny D has done that, but hiding it behind the TV.
So true, bestie, so true.
Is Kikyo gonna relay this information?
He will relay this information.
We're waiting here, bud.
Or just do nothing
I'm
about
really
it and
sorry.
be like, oh, there's some stuff under that tarp.
Walks away.
I was thinking. I'm so dumb sometimes. I apologize.
I'm gonna go look under the tarp.
Yeah, so you remove the tarp, and there is, oh my god, there's like a pile of carved wormlings here.
Oh.
God damn it! We need to figure out which is what.
How many wormlings exactly?
There are
Let me
4.
roll a d20. Roll in that one. There's one wormling. It's great. We found it, guys.
There are 4 wormlings. There is a red, a white, a gold, and a silver wormling.
Mother.
Herb.
No.
You said You said he was a silver You said he was silver dragon. He was a silver dragon. Yes.
First of all, I never said he. Why do you assume firstborns are
She
he?
was a silver dragon.
Agazon is his she, yes.
It's
Technically
Agazon-
she, they.
Agazon just sounded very masculine. I'm very sorry.
She is very upset at you for assuming her gender.
I'm.
We're so sorry.
You should be when you meet her.
Anyway, did you say she was silver? Or do I have to go back on the VOD and check to see, because I think you said what color she was.
You rolled a 25, so yeah, she's silver.
Okay.
Okay.
It's this one. I point to the
Okay.
silver one. I think. Yes? I think.
Yes.
Now here's the important question, my loves. All of these are kind of in a nest around each other. How are you grabbing it?
Oh no. No! Well, I stand 10 feet back and I cast.
I'm gonna use shape water to reach out and nudge it out.
Kikyo is gonna investigate the surrounding area for traps, like sigils, like the draconic sigils that we saw in the mirror, or possibly like a pressure plate that can activate something specifically around the nest.
Can I grant advantage on that? Can I use the help action?
Please.
You may use the help action.
I've got my 2 Kikyo dice. Let's see what I get.
Please roll
Nat
good.
one, baby. Let's go.
Nat one.
2 nat
No,
ones.
that is
2 nat ones.
A
Confirm that fail.
motherfucking 24.
Oh,
Nice.
That's happened to me before.
You look around for a moment and it takes you a minute to realize you're looking in the wrong places. You're looking under them, you're looking around them. After a minute though, you realize you haven't looked at them, and you realize that the red, the white, and the gold wormlings all have a rune scratched onto them.
Oh.
Okay. Kikyo is going to use her thieves' tools to attempt just to slightly scratch the rune to disband the rune of the red one.
Of the red one, I have a DC in my head. Just roll, make sure you don't slip and touch it. Literally, just all I want is a dex.
Okay.
Dex.
Well, this is thieves' tools, so do I add my proficiency?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
I'm a chill DM.
Expertise in thieves' tools.
My brother and Mirafuna, what did
Yes,
we
I
do
do.
to deserve
Okay,
this?
You
better
chose
fucking
to play.
do
You
that.
chose to
9
play.
plus. There's a 9 plus 8, 17.
Oh yeah, easily. It wasn't a hard. I just had to make sure you didn't go. Yeah. So you scratch through the rune and you watch it kind of burst into light and then crumple away.
And she
the
looks
rune
at Zenazura and signs, not the silver one, and then realizes Zenazura can't read sign language, and then looks at Atsuko expectantly.
Not the silver one. I don't know what that means.
Well,
What?
is it that it's not the silver one, or is it that if we had picked up the wrong one, that would have activated a trap?
I apologize. I should not destroy the silver one, right?
Do not destroy the silver one.
No.
Dexterity, thieves' tool check on the gold one to get that ring.
Go for it.
Oh, this is so stressful.
Is it 19 plus 8?
You're good.
Oh my god, you're good.
Same thing.
And then I'll do the last one that's not silver. I don't remember what color it is. Green, right?
Red, white, and gold. So I think this is the white one.
Oh, okay.
Y'all
Is
didn't laugh at my fucking
9 plus 8 again, 17.
You're good. You guys watch as one after the other Kikyo scratches through the runes, and the 3 wormling dragons burst into like flame, and then just crinkle into nothing, allowing you to easily. Go ahead.
And while she's doing it, I'm just curious. She deactivated them, whatever they were, but I'm gonna roll an Arcana check as she's doing the last one to see if she knew what they would do if activated.
Yeah, go ahead.
15 plus 7 is 22.
You have a really strong vibe. You can't say for certain, but you get the feeling that they probably might have come to life and started a combat encounter, but you can't be 100% certain.
I really wanted combat this session, and
You
I
still
ruined it.
Don't know, you have not. You think I'm giving you a dungeon with just one combat encounter, motherfucker?
This is a dungeon. Oh god.
It's a mini dungeon. It's my first baby dungeon. It's baby's first mini dungeon.
Baby's first dungeon.
Anyways, does the silver one have a rune like that?
Nope.
They'll pick it up.
I am.
Is it
It's
too
very
heavy for her to
heavy.
pick up?
It's very heavy. Two
I-
of you or
She
3
tries
of you
to
might
pick
be
it up and then does not.
What could I have a +3 to strength? Could I pick it up for myself?
You could try. I guarantee you, probably all of you together could pick it up. But let's see what you do. I want to see if Zenazura can just make everybody swoon.
Okay.
She already does. We saw her in her bra.
Kikyo
God.
and Ash will probably be like, "Oh, hi, how's it going?" Swoon, and Drell just being like, "Oh, interesting, nice."
It's a
What'd you get?
19 strength check.
Nice tits, queen.
Damn.
Not quite.
No.
It's not good.
Drell.
You're
does
able to
Zenazura at
pick
least
it up.
get like Captain America? Mjolnir.
Oh yeah, no, like you guys watch as like a pro weightlifter, Zen squares herself, bends down. You're able to pick it up, but you try to move with it, and it's just too much, and you have to put it down.
I set it down like as gently as I can, and like my
muscles rippling, you got a
fucking
sweat
muscles
kind of breaking out.
bulging, just like I'm going to need help with this one.
Okay. Joe's going to immediately volunteer. I have a +2 strength, so I think I'm like one of the strongest people here.
I also have a +2 strength. I can do my best.
Colry immediately shakes her head and stands back because she has a -1. And will inherently bring down the score.
Is Colry impressed?
That's a nat 20. She is impressed. She is kind of averting her eyes a little bit, and you watch her like.
Again, I'm making them kiss like Barbies. Come on.
I have a shadow demon in the background, guys. Look.
Oh God, not another
Look
one!
at the shadow
No.
demon.
I did see her silhouette move, and I was like.
I know you mean the shadow, like the actual little shadow, but I saw like the jacket hanging on the doorknob first, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, like earlier the jacket, for some reason to me it looked like hair, and I was like.
The fuck?
Something's coming out of your closet, and it's not you.
We get it. You're in a happy relationship.
It's gross.
Nasty.
Nah, we're very toxic. Anyways,
Yeah. So
back to
please,
the session at hand.
all of you roll, please. I have a group number set in my head.
Atsuko helping.
Dirty 20.
Sure, Atsuko will help. She has a +0. It won't be much.
I got
Same.
another 19.
14
I
plus
got
2
just
is
a straight 16.
16.
Atsuko got a 3.
Atsuko!
Colby got a 5.
I thought Colry wasn't helping.
She didn't. I just want to see what she would roll.
Oh.
It was a 5. She has a -1. She's wisely standing back. Yeah, no, with the 5 of you. Yes, with the plus sick Neptune, you guys begin to move it towards. Now, the hard part, of course, is lifting it above your heads. Which takes a little bit of coordination, a little bit of effort. You each have to like shift your hands from one way to the other. But with a lot of sweat and a lot of work and a little bit of from Atsuko as she kind of like pinches her hand, you guys are able to put the silver dragon gently into Marifor's arms. You watch as the image of the goddess, her fingers curl around her child. And hug, and the weight drops her arms, and you hear the telltale sound of stones scraping stone.
Kiki doesn't hear, but I get what you mean.
You feel the vibrations of stone scraping stone.
You feel me shoving my
No,
foot so far up your ass.
I wasn't trying to be a dick. I was just
No, I know you
clarifying. That's all.
I just like teasing you.
You're
like
being
a
a
baby
fucking
brother.
pedant is what you're fucking being.
So, behind you, that indented area of the marble scrapes and moves aside, opening to what appears to be a very long tunnel.
I'm casting light on a little lantern. We're gonna need it.
Oh, yeah.
Can I like cast light on multiple lanterns and then give one to like every individual so that way we have like something, or can I just like?
No, you can only cast light once since it's concentration.
Yeah, it's concentration, so you have to hold on to it.
Motherfucker.
Can I
Kiki
just
lights
say
a torch from her bag though.
I love this because I'm pretty sure as an Azamar you get dark vision, but I'm sure for Moss this is much more refreshing than the entire party going, I have dark vision, and then tromping through the dungeon with no lights.
Well, okay, well, I did say I have dark vision, and it's true, but I also like want to help out anyone that might not have dark vision, and I am talking about Kikyo.
And that's very nice of you.
Kikyo has it. I forgot.
And also
Kikyo doesn't-
sometimes
shit.
traps.
Wait, who doesn't have dark
Sometimes
vision?
traps are color coded.
Yeah, sometimes
It's true.
Like that one was technically color coded, which thanks to your light you were able to see.
Yeah, so I'll cast light on a different lantern because I assume the one was using before might be running out.
No, so the way that light works is it doesn't like light the lantern or anything. It just makes whatever you cast it on glow. So it's not that the lantern is lit with like a fire and is running out of oil. It's just that the lantern itself is now glowing.
You are holding a spell to keep the lantern glowing.
Alright, then let's go in the dungeon.
You could also just light the lantern regularly and not maintain concentration on the spell.
Yeah, that would
if
also
you carry a lantern, because of like a adventurous pack, it comes with oil. Which is why Kikyo just has a torch.
Let's go in the hallway, guys! I've already cast the spell, I already have the lantern, let's go!
I mean, at least it's just a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we go to the hallway, I'll roll an investigation check just to see if I see anything out of place. That could be.
Yeah.
This is my job.
I am granting
I search for
Kikyo.
traps.
I'm giving Kikyo the help action again. I only have a +0 to my investigation, so I'm never gonna be much help with it.
I got a 16 plus 9 is 25.
Okay. So
Advantage is nice.
in front of you is a very long tunnel. The floors are this polished obsidian. The walls are once again marble that come up. This is very small compared to the sanctuary you were just in. It's about 10 feet tall, which I know for us is very tall, but again, you were just in a goddamn sanctuary. The walls are dimly glowing. It's warm, but not quite stifling in here. When that door opened, you felt like kind of like a rush of a bit of heat, but it's not sweltering. Kikyo, it doesn't work because you're deaf. Never mind. Kikyo, you're kind of looking around and you realize that like through the heat you can. How do I word this?
I mean, if it's something that's dependent on sound, then she straight up just won't notice it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's another way to describe, like, being able to recognize this, but I don't think there is, because I don't think...
Could you describe what it sounds like, and then I could probably help with that?
It sounds
because
like...
I have a lot of folks.
Just dripping water. So you could maybe taste or smell
if it's
the
dripping water, maybe the air gets more humid, or No-No's ears perk up, and he points his nose in the direction of the dripping water.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, so you guys, I'm just going to keep using this one investigation check, because it's one hallway. You guys realize that you're kind of moving up almost at like a rotate. This hallway is moving up and in circles, up to a point where you realize the hallway splits. Up ahead of you, where No is kind of like perking his attention, and then kind of to the left, where this beautiful natural, man-made hallway gives way to sort of a rougher look. So there is a split now, and you guys can decide which way you want to go.
Oh, yeah.
A perception check to see what we can see down the two pathways.
Yeah,
I'd
go
also
ahead.
like to roll a perception check.
That my friend is in that one.
Yeah.
I'm also rolling
Kikyo
a
ain't
perception
seeing
check.
shit.
I'm also rolling a perception check.
I heard. Calm down. You guys can all roll.
Calm down.
That's a fuck shit. Wait. That's a 10.
Well, that dice is gone to the ether. Good thing you have another one.
I got a 19 perception check.
Perception check. Okay, what is my perception again? It's pretty high.
I have a very high perception and not a very high investigation.
I got 21.
Nice. So you realize that like y'all don't really hear anything from the hallway that can the kind of cut off, the one that appears more rougher made, I guess. it just appears to keep going. But the one in front of you, you realize kind of like as you tilt, there's like one more curve, and you realize you guys now hear a sort of dripping water. You see what you think as you like lean around the corner is a door. And a little bit of light from within. The door is
says,
open,
you
by
guys
the
hear
way.
dripping water? Did you guys catch that?
Yes.
Well, we came from a small pond or small lake, whatever we want to call it. Maybe this is the way out?
Perhaps,
Maybe.
yes.
Or close to it?
Perhaps, yeah.
So, guess we're going that way then.
Okay.
As it will be.
If I need
You got-
another investigation check, or if I'm keeping this one, let me know.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
For like
guys-
checking for traps along.
Yeah, so you guys literally like round the next corner, and you realize that what is in front of you is an open door to a modest parsonage. Those of you who don't know, parsonage is where
Where's the
a priest lives.
parsonage?
It's where a priest lives.
Oh.
The hallway opens up into a one bedroom kind of apartment style, studio style apartment. There's a bed, there's a bathroom, which is where you guys hear the dripping from. There are some bookshelves that have been mostly picked clean. Next to the bed, there's a bedside table with a bowl, which appears to have a bit of glint in it.
It's been used.
I want to roll an investigation. I want to see, has anybody been in this room recently?
Please define recently.
will also roll investigation.
Like, within, like, the last week, like, does anything look like it's been moved around? I got a 13 total. I mean, I say total, like, I don't have a +0 to investigation.
I got...
You got a what?
I also got a 13.
13, okay.
13.
Within the past week, I would say no. You guys look around, you realize there's a couple rings in the ring bowl next to the bed. There's some gold left behind from whoever lived here. There's, like I said, there's a couple books, some notes. Zen, it's very easy for you to recognize that the desk, what is currently being, or what was being written on the last time it was used, it's written in Draconic. But the format is very similar to the monks who worshipped Adesh. It seems to be that somebody was working on a sermon.
EQ can read Draconic.
So can
It is
Drell.
it is a sermon.
I was actually about to fucking wave Drell over because Drell was the first one to come to mind.
The dragon board.
It is a sermon for Murafora. And it seems to have been stopped about halfway through.
Oh. That's weird. Didn't seem like they had the chance to finish it.
Why would they Why was this place
Right.
abandoned? Why was there a
Maybe-
portal to it underneath the pond?
Maybe it was. Maybe the person who lived here. Maybe you said it was not half finished. Whatever was written down, right?
Yes, it stops about halfway through.
It seems then that they must have left in a hurry, but they did seem to take some of their books at least.
Someone.
EQ will check the ring bowl and then like anything of like personal effects. Maybe she can identify who this is.
Yeah. There's about 9 gold in this ring bowl. Like somebody was like emptying their pockets before getting into bed. There's a Malachite ring, and you realize that there is a necklace with a dark obsidian stone in the center. It's a gold necklace with obsidian. And that's about all that's in there.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if any like the necklace or the ring is magical?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to see if she can like. That is a 18.
They do not appear to be magical. You do, as you flip the obsidian stone over, you realize that there is a rune carved into the obsidian. But since you have been touching it, obviously like nothing happens, it doesn't activate. It appears to be more of a rune of protection. Like how, religious people nowadays wear their iconography. It is more that than an actual magical spell imbued into this.
And there's no other doors or anywhere in this room, right?
Nope, it is. I mean, you've got
It's
a
just kinda like
bathroom and a kitchenette, and like that's it. The bathroom, the faucet is dripping water, warm water. Atsuka relays to you as she touches it. But no, there's does not seem. It seems to be this goes to the sanctuary, and the sanctuary goes to it.
Kikia will sign. Let's take the sermon ring and necklace. Maybe one of them is a key to like some sort of puzzle later, like the statue has. If not, we'll return it. Lawful good rogue, everyone.
Right. Lawful good rogue. All right, that sounds like a good idea.
Sounds
She
fair
takes
enough.
the sermon and she holds it.
Wow.
Does
What?
Kikyo have that like amulet thing, or did she just grab the ring? Because I know you. mentioned,
Kikyo
like,
is holding on to the ring and the amulet since she was the one who investigated
Okay.
them.
Okay.
But someone asked for it. She sees no reason not to like hand it over. You know.
So
Yeah, I was just checking.
you said the bookshelves were mostly picked clean. What books are left on the shelf?
Roll me an investigation check, I guess.
Okay. Let's say 15.
All the books still on the shelves are written in common. They all appear to be books about Miraphora, or the deities themselves, or the weave, or the goddess's draconic children, but they are all written in common.
Do any of them, like, in particular stand out to me?
Nah. They're just books about the goddess. And her draconic children.
Okay.
And the weave.
And the weave.
I guess you could say they're children's book because they're about children. I'll be here always.
So...
Fucking hell.
What the fuck was that sound?
Oh god. He feels like what?
What sound?
There it is again.
Why are you guys freaking out?
Please continue. I'm very sorry.
Anyway, so what are you guys doing now?
Is there anything else of interest in the room that we haven't checked already?
Not that I would say so. The room seems to be, like I said, despite being abandoned for you don't know how long. The room appears to be relatively clean. The water itself is clean, but there's no food here.
Kiki will do a thorough investigation of cupboards, cabinets, drawers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's no food. There's like a couple of eating utensils and bowls and stuff, but they appear to be
Help action,
old.
by the way.
I forgot that you
Did
had
you
to
guys
roll
hear
that. I
that?
was just rolling along with it.
In total it's 18.
Oh, nice.
Because like you never know, like you might find like a secret drawer, false bottom or something.
The room appears to have been thoroughly picked clean. What is left behind appears to have been left behind on purpose.
So out of
Kiki will
character,
leave
this is probably another fucking puzzle.
I don't
No?
think so. No, the room's picked clean. Mainly, I think Moss is just saying that we've investigated everything there is to be investigated. We can just
Okay.
move on. I mean, we
Alright.
picked up the ring,
Yeah,
we
we-
picked up the sermon, we picked up the amulet. We're leaving the gold.
And what was left behind
'Cause
was left
not
behind on
robbers.
purpose.
Yeah, we've reached the part in the video game where the NPCs are telling us the same bullshit over and over. We need to move on to the next area.
I know we can take the gold and not get punished, but Kikyo's not gonna.
I admire
She won't.
Kikyo's.
No, knowing that though, she's not.
Asherfell, take the cold.
Yeah. She's not gonna stop anyone else from taking.
As
it.
someone
the-
who stole a spoon today, I admire Kikyo.
I'm the little devil on your shoulder, Asherfell. You should take that gold.
Take the 9 gold, young one.
I mean,
Something pretty.
I mean, you know, maybe I
That
will
can
skip it up
technically
and just-
fund a household for quite a while.
I'm taking the
A
gold.
poor household, not
Kikyo
yours.
will sign. We should move on. I don't think we're getting anywhere here.
I
Alright,
agree.
the gold, putting it up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I just wanted to roll that last investigation check just to double check. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, you did get that one big, well, that clue, which I promise is a clue. Just maybe not for right now. So yeah, you guys head back down to where the path splits. This second path that you guys can go down, it does not appear to be part of the original design, I guess you could say. But that doesn't mean it was like roughly made. The floor is still obsidian, but the walls are now more of this rock, this rough volcanic rock. It is no longer smooth and polished to the touch. The wall, it's also like not dimly lit. Once you get to a certain point, you realize that this pathway is lit by enchanted reliefs. Designs of dragons carved into this volcanic rock that kind of move and fly. They are lighting your way as you move down this hallway. But as you continue, the path is never straightforward. It is once again always climbing up in this sort of spiral.
I kind of wanted to mention because I do this with walls all the time with pictures.
You going out
and over. Yeah, I'm kind of tracing the dragon shapes even if they're moving as we walk along.
Yeah, and they're I mean, obviously they're not sentient. They're just magical artwork, but they are moving and being kind of cute.
OC, I kind of find this funny. It really feels like Kikyo and Zenithur are trying to lead the pack at the same time.
Yeah, no,
I just think
I'm literally like, I'm imagining them like basically like as side by side as they can be, like depending on how fucking wide or narrow the hallway is, because like Zenithur is like, oh, I have to be towards the front in case something just jumps out at us and I have to like be the fucking shield. And Kikyo is like, well, I have to be at the front because I'm making sure that we don't run into traps. So they're both just in the front.
And also, it goes deeper. It's like Kikyo's like, I can't show weakness in front of anyone.
Meanwhile, Drell and Asherfell and
Are just
social
playing with the
distancing.
walls.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a social distancing Neptune in the back.
I love our
Yeah.
two serious. Two serious.
Joe,
Wait,
Joe, come here and look at this.
I love our two serious girls at the front.
I do too. I also do kind of like want to say like Zenithur is like a little in awe of the artwork. Like as Zenithur is a very religious person, obviously, and as like what she is viewing as like a temple dedicated to this goddess. This is probably one of the more beautiful places she's been, especially with like magical moving wall engravings. Like
It is beautiful. There is no denying that whoever made this, the many people who put time and magic and effort into this, love the goddess.
You know,
Uh.
when we first, maybe not in character, but like when we first walked in here and you mentioned that somebody had to quickly leave that room, I thought that this was an escape tunnel that they made just in case. But seeing all of this like beautiful artwork that clearly someone put effort into, I'm thinking that this was just another tunnel and wasn't made for an escape specifically.
Which, as you guys ascend this tunnel, you realize that like you reach another crest, and there's almost like this balmy breeze that comes back to you. Know, the air in here is warm, but kind of stale. There's not a lot of airflow underground. But as you guys make another path, another loop, you realize that there's this kind of balmy breeze hitting you in the face. Which doesn't really make sense given about 100 feet away there is a door blocking your path.
The door is not a character. The door is fake. I'm calling it now.
Suspicious. I sense tomfoolery and possibly tomfuckery.
There's some bullshit going on there.
I will say, you felt the breeze. You approached. You do not feel a breeze anymore.
Kikyo will
Somebody
roll a
ahead of
perception
us?
check. Kikyo's gonna roll an investigation check down the hallway to see if there's a secret door, possibly a draft, maybe a passageway up that could have some airflow.
Wait, Logan, that's
I'm
smart
giving
as
the
shit.
health
Was
That
somebody
action.
is
ahead of us?
a 17. Oh, let's see if I. That is. Thank you for the help action. Didn't end up helping, but I rolled pretty good anyways. That is a 26.
There does not appear to be. It appears to be a one-way shot. That there was airflow, there was fresh air. You smelt it, you tasted it. It smelt like the outside world, and now it's gone. And there is just a door on your way. Go ahead.
With that investigation check, was she able to determine where the airflow was coming from?
It was coming from in front of you. Yes,
Then Azura busted down.
To just the door.
just the door.
Take the fucking door down, son.
We have to make sure that it's not trapped.
Here's the thing. Zen, you can try to kick the door down, but as you guys approach it, it's another stone door. It's not marble, but it does appear to be obsidian.
I think you greatly overestimate how strong I am.
More importantly, not more importantly, but importantly, is there any insignias, carvings, or anything unique on the door
There
itself?
are. Thank you. Yeah, so as you guys approach, you realize that there are 5 symbols, I guess. Not carved on the door. You realize that there are these icons carved on these octagon-shaped things that are pushed out of the... they're buttons. They're carved buttons.
Symbols?
They're pushed outward. Yes. Symbols
Buttons.
are carved on some buttons. There are 5 symbols. Look at me. It's gonna be a shield, a flower, a mask, a sword, and a dagger.
Shield, flower, mask.
Shield up top. So it's a
Shield?
pentagram. Shield.
Huh.
Draw a pentacle. Draw a pentacle with me. You ready? So we're gonna
Wait,
start
wait.
down here. Mask.
What's at the top? What's at the top of the star?
Yeah, shield. Shield at the top of the star.
What's at the left one?
Left
Right next
top.
to shield.
Flower.
Yep.
Forget me not specifically.
Bottom left.
Mask.
Bottom right.
Sword.
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 And then last one was a
Crooked dagger.
Dagger. Got it. Get me not.
I'm gonna roll
Too
a
bad I have
religious
ADHD and I forget
check.
everything.
I'm gonna roll a religion check. I'm pretty sure these are the symbols of the gods, or some of the gods, but I want to be sure.
I wrote down. I
mean,
wrote
Kikia will
down-
also roll a religion check, but that's not her specialty. She still has a +5 though.
I wrote down everything that was on there just in case we need to go back at it, so that is safe and sound. I
got a
didn't get to
nice
draw.
2 + 5, so 7. Clearly, I
Nice.
have all the information.
Well, you're not a religious person, so you know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I
Those
got
are
a
what you got.
No, I need to be
17.
good at everything, guys. I'm ultra competitive.
Why isn't religion wisdom?
For real. So
No.
Zen. In order, you realize that it is. You know a couple of these. You recognize a dash.
Mhm.
His main symbol is the Warhammer, but a subsection of his is a shield due to the fact that it is, something made in the forge.
Yes.
Basically, any sort of weapon or armor can be of a dash. The Forget-Me-Not flower is specifically a reference to Nevermore, the goddess of plant life, etc., etc. The sword itself let me move over to the dagger, which is a symbol of the winnowing. That is the goddess of death. Which leaves you with the sword and the mask. The sword, you realize, is to the goddess Amarantha of war. And you're not quite sure what the mask represents.
Squint emoji, squint emoji, squint emoji, squint emoji.
What does the mask look like?
It is, see, I had it and I've lost it.
I just keep imagining it as Penumbra's
It
mask, I'm not
is-
gonna lie.
Are they called kabuki mask? That's what they're called, right?
Yes!
If you mean the ones used in Japanese theater, then yes.
Let me double check.
Is it like a fox mask?
It is a fox kabuki mask, yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure then.
Well, I recognize Adesh, Nevermore. What were the other ones you said?
Marantha, I'll write them down.
Amarantha
The winnowing.
and the Winnowing. I don't know this symbol.
Ikio,
It's just 2 A's.
does she recognize it?
You do recognize it.
What is
Recognize
it a symbol of?
You recognize it as the symbol of... Where did you go? I wrote my notes down for you. Naranaga is the name of the man who made the Warlock Pact that basically ensured Sasatatsu's independence. The mask is the symbol of his patron, whose name is unknowable.
You can let me roll a check if you don't, if Kikyo might or might not know it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Amen to that one, Chief.
Would it be Arcana or Religion?
Would you like to try history, given that this is the history of your people?
Kikyo is very good at history, so we're working with that. That is a 14.
You do not know the name, but you know that represents the
Of
deity.
Nuranaga's patron.
Yes.
Because Nuranaga's like a fucking, like, he's long dead, but like he's famous. He is the nation's
He
hero.
was y'all's first ruler and the one who essentially got you your independence by making that pact. Yes.
Just in legend alone, he's like ascended to godhood. There's so many children's stories of him, that sort of thing.
For all you know, he could be a god. You don't know.
And you never will.
May not.
Kikyo will sign and tell everyone that she doesn't quite know the name, but this is a symbol of one of the spiritual figures from her nation. It does feel kind of odd though to her, because like the rest of these are clearly gods, but the patron of Nurnaga, she doesn't remember being a god, just like a very powerful spirit.
Yeah, he by modern definitions, the patron of Naranaga was not a god.
But the rest of these are symbols of gods, right?
Not to mention the fact that Naranaga's patron probably would not be recognized very widely outside of Sasutatsu.
Yeah, exactly. So she signs that she like this one of these is not like the other. It's sort of you know.
One of these things just doesn't belong.
Well,
Meaning that
perhaps.
the person that carved this out is either from Kikyo's homeland or has done a lot of their homework.
Or perhaps that is the
So-
key, the fact that it is standing out amongst the rest of the symbols.
You think this is a...
Adesh is married to the mother goddess, right?
Yes.
Okay, that might explain why the shield's at the top. This seems like mostly a temple to the mother goddess. Do we have ideas for connections to the mother goddess for Nevermore, the Winnowing, and Amaranth?
Other than the fact that the mother goddess created the other gods, there's really not that big of a connection.
Did she create them in a specific order, or was it all at once?
The Winnowing only appeared within recent history. Her name only began to appear in recent historic writings? Is that the word I'm looking for here? Anyways,
Recently, but from information from given to us by Astroflow.
She
Okay,
did not create. She did not create the Winnowing.
We do know that the Winnowing, though, is rather ancient. Just only recently has it started to pop up.
Yes, from what you know, the goddess of death was the first elf to live and the first elf to die.
Okay.
Is what you know of her.
We just don't have historical records of her until like within the last few centuries, is what you said?
Few millennia.
Last few
Long
millennia.
shot. But I am looking for I'm gonna roll an investigation check. I'm looking for scratches of the buttons on the obsidian to see if there's one pressed more than the other, if they're all pressed equally the same, or if there's some that aren't pressed at all.
Okay. Yeah, roll for me.
That is a 19 plus 9, 28.
They are all pressed equally.
Okay. Cool. Alright, and then we have shield, dagger, sword, mask, flower. Shield is a symbol of a dash. Dagger is a symbol of the winnowing, the goddess of death. Sword is the symbol of Amaranth, goddess of war. Mask is a kabuki mask related to Sasitatsu, Nurunaga's patron. Yeah, it could be fox mask. And then the flower is a forget-me-not, and it's related to Nevermore, who's the goddess of
vines and other plant life.
Vines.
Is there anything else of note on this store?
Nope. Investigate. Who investigated the door?
I did roll a 28.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. You're right. I got so distracted by the numbers, I forgot what you rolled.
No,
you realize that, like, the more you look, there is a rune. Very, very faintly in the center of this kind of star shape.
What? Is it draconic? Is it primordial or something?
It is draconic.
What does it read?
Treasure.
That's a room, but it's not a button.
Correct. And it looks... I actually have like a full drawing of it somewhere. I have to re-find it, but this is like just a rough sketch. It's very angular.
Mm-hmm. It's the pie symbol.
Treasure. The ring and the thing that we picked up.
Yeah, do those have any symbols on them?
Do they have any symbols on them? The ring and the necklace?
Again, the necklace just has a non-magical rune of protection.
What about
Go ahead.
What about the gold?
Just gold.
Okay.
and you're not fucking getting it.
I'm sitting here like, what if the bowl had something written in it that we missed?
Is there someone? Is there a god that the mother goddess would treasure more?
Her husband is my
Adesh,
first thought.
Probably.
You could assume, yeah.
But the winnowing was the first elf.
Is it perhaps in the order of
Is
which
this what
they
it's
were
like,
made?
Cal?
Yeah.
Yes, it is very much like this.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself like.
Because like
is
when
this
you
perhaps-
create the puzzle, the answer is obvious to you. Like, oh, they need to look for this, and they're just step, and then they solve it. No, that's not how it works. They always miss the first thing you expect them to look for.
Okay, so like, here's my two thoughts, right? Like, I would think like, oh, you just pressed one, but you said they're pressed equally, so it's probably in order that they're supposed to be pressed in.
Yes. Yeah.
What about the prayer? Maybe there's a clue in the prayer that we found.
Does the prayer, does the sermon read in a specific order relating to any of the gods or symbols?
Drell, open that sermon.
The only god that you realize is mentioned other than Meraphora is Adesh.
So it's maybe it's
so my two thoughts are we press the Adesh button first and see what happens, or we all press a button that relates to us. Think about it. Drell, Druid, Kikyo, Sasitatu.
Fair.
Neptune, I think, would only focus on Amaranth. Obviously, Ashrafel the Winnowing. Zenazura, Adesh.
Drell, the Nevermore.
That would leave out.
Oh, Reed?
No, we have 5. 5
Oh yeah,
characters.
I was counting losses. Yeah, so I think we all press a button and then maybe at the same time and see what happens. Just like the button that relates to us. That's another theory that I have.
That or there's a specific order. It's a toss-up, really.
My brother.
They've all been pressed the same amount.
Brother in Meraphora.
I said it earlier. No one laughed.
Bring it down. Cal,
in my opinion, either option we take has a 50% chance of doing something bad or good.
Yeah.
Or doing nothing at all. Possibly.
And you did want combat this account.
yeah. But basically, what I'm saying is, it's going to be a gamble no matter what we do. Unless you guys can think of anything else we can do, we should just try something. If we don't throw spaghetti at the wall, then none of it is going to stick.
Let's try pressing Adesh's button.
If you guys all agree with that, I'm okay with trying that.
Who's gonna press?
I stand 10 feet back. No, I'm kidding.
Who presses Adesh's? Who presses the shield button?
I say we make Neptune do it.
I'll press it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
You press it, and as you press it in, it clicks, glows, and nothing happens. But it is holding in place. It is holding in place and glowing.
Okay.
I think we did the right thing there.
Did the rune in the middle change?
Nope.
Damn it.
Anything else about the door change?
Nope. I mean, the button is held in place, it has been clicked, and it is lighting up.
Ikea will look at Ashrafel and point to the winnowing button.
You sigh.
Oh, alright.
Ashrafel, you are hitting the dagger?
You know what I'm hitting. I'm hitting. Wait.
Yes, it would be the dagger.
Okay. I panicked. I'm sorry.
You push
said that
it.
and I was like, huh?
You push it in, and it clicks and lights up and stays in place.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going behind Zenazura now.
Ikea will look at Drell and the flower button.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna strut right up and go.
You click it and it explodes. No, I'm kidding. It lights up and stays in place.
And then I'm going to take sick Neptune's hand and have her press.
Clicks it, stays in place.
Ikea will press the mask.
Yeah. All 5 buttons are pressed. As soon, Kikyo, as you press your button and it clicks and lights in place, the center rune glows orange. And the door swings open. Surprisingly light for something made of obsidian.
So Zenazura could have kicked it open. I see what you mean. I'm seeing
And the door opens to reveal a room shaped from volcanic rock. It's very sparse in. Yeah, go ahead. Can I describe this first?
Pause and just ask a quick question. Did we just solve this puzzle first try? Because if we did, that's pretty badass. Fuck yeah, guys! That's what you do. You break it down piece by piece.
I'm very proud of you.
Please continue now, Moss.
Baby's first dungeon had to have easy puzzles because I wasn't gonna Google puzzles. I was gonna make my own puzzles. So baby's first puzzles.
So true.
So The door opens to reveal a room shaped from volcanic rock. Like I said, this room is sparse. There is a large mirror up on the right-hand wall.
No, keep that away from it.
And a workbench opposite it. Laying on the ground, you see a red wormling kind of lift its head, stirring from sleep as the door opens. And next to the mirror, there is a drake.
No!
Is it a green drake?
It is a green drake. And I'm going to pause. We're going to take a quick break. And then we can roll perception checks, do whatever you guys want. I just need to take a quick bathroom break.
I do want to point out that it is 9 o'clock.
I know, we have an hour.
Okay.
We're not stopping now. I will cry.
I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
I'm the last one here. Unless, Logan, are you just stretching or are you going up and getting something?
I gotta go potty.
that combined with the way that you were standing and the lack of your facial expression is sending me.
I gotta go potty.
I just desperately wish that the Twitch chat could see our expressions.
I'll be back.
Take it easy.
You okay, Sol?
I'm good. I was just muted to make sure I wouldn't sing any copyrighted music out loud because I'm stupid and I would do that.
Same.
I'm trying to save the ad revenue here.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
I hope you know, Dee, that like when they were walking down like the glowy dragon hallway, I kept imagining Drell and Astrafel holding hands.
Aww, yeah. The best QPP.
The best QPPs. Best fucking like concept I've ever brought up, honestly. I just like brought it up during like after the last D&D session for Tinamore, and we were just like, wait.
It's like, wait, no, that'd work great.
That works.
Drell has literally 0 interest in that sense. So, QPP.
QPP. And then Asterfell still gets their boy, and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
And in another universe, Drell and Asterfell get married, but in the sense for tax benefits.
Yeah! Just like, we don't have to do the whole couple thing, do we? No. Okay, good.
At most, I will ask you to cuddle with me on the couch.
Oh, that's fine!
Aside from that, this is strictly so neither of us have to pay that much taxes.
And I mean, you're Prince, I'm a Duchess, so that brings me way up.
Yeah, so now your parents can get off your ass.
Yay! Does a little clap.
Astrofel gets invited to Joel's family reunions because of this, and Astrofel's like, hey, what the hell?
They've just always been like this. It's
Why
normal.
Why are there so many?
You have a big family. Also, her baby sibling chewing on her dress.
Oh my lord.
Like, I think you met Chomper before. He got a little bit forgotten. And I had to go find my mom, remember?
My friend in Mirafona, what the hell? I'm gonna be using that the entire time.
Please, I beg of you.
My brother in Mirafona.
My brother in Mirafona.
Cause it's gotta I miss Logan and Moss. They've been gone for like 5, maybe 10 minutes at most, and I miss them and want them back. Also, I've been wanting to mention it to Logan, but he's not here, but my mom has the exact same bottle. Like the water bottle that you're supposed to like drink at different times.
Yeah.
But you feel,
Hydrated.
not dead. Yeah. But she has one, and I'm pretty sure it's that color. It's either my mom who has it in that color, or it's one of my teachers.
Oh my god. That's amazing. It's so funny. Astrophobia be like, yeah, I'm gonna flirt with the hot dragonborn lady. The hot dragonborn lady. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
See, everybody, it's fucking, this is why I moved on to Liam. Well, that and also Liam flirted back with me, and I can explain. God, I probably left the fucking jawbreakers he gave me back at home because I thought, I'm like saving them. I'm like eating at most 1 a week. I've got plenty left. I don't want to like let them run out. They're important to me.
Like, Astrophil has the bag of like jawbreakers with them, and Troll's like, oh, can I have some? And Astrophil just like kind of curls around it like a freaking goblin.
I care about you very, very much. Absolutely not. A special boy got these for
Where the
me.
fuck's my husband?
Right? Get him out of the bathroom. Kick him out. Kick him out of the bathroom. Kick him out of the
Carl,
bathroom.
I think he went to refill his water bottle.
The water
You know,
bottle. Wait, but it's still in the room.
Oh shit, it is.
Kick him out of the bathroom. Get him out of the bathroom. Pull him out by the scruff.
I'm not gonna do that yet.
Yet.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are. Our rogue is rolling really good investigations checks.
Yeah.
I'm worried. I'm a little antsy because I've been letting everyone else do things because I'm not sure what to do occasionally, but
No, you know what? It's okay. This is your first D&D campaign ever. It's part of learning is watching
great.
and seeing. Yeah. You're doing really, really well.
Plus, my first dungeon master was a big fan of dungeons, so I have a ton of experience in dungeons.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of experience making them. This is my first one
Yeah,
because
like-
it's a baby.
You are doing a
Play-
fantastic job.
Shinkerl!
Playing dungeons was my last group. We didn't do dungeons very often. When we did, we immediately fucking died. So
One of my favorite things is whenever Calc does a mega dungeon.
yeah.
Paul,
Calc.
we can hear the TV, Paul.
It's not copyrighted because it's Hollow Knight, but yeah, I'll turn it down. Oh,
Well, it's like-
love, you might need to quiet down a bit.
Aw.
Paul and their healthy relationship, right about it. Oh, you've been screeching this entire night, but the minute I decide that I'm gonna pet you, you're like, I'm gonna leave my hand into your fucking hand, and it'll be so cute. Like, fuck you. You're the most annoying creature I've ever owned in my
It's
life.
been screeching because it wants your love and attention.
Oh, fuck you. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted all night? Oh, you're a piece of garbage. You're a piece of garbage. You're a piece of garbage.
Mango's like, yeah, I am a piece of garbage. Nuzzle, nuzzle, nuzzle.
Yeah, he's leaning into my hand like you deserve it. Fuck.
Hello, my love. Alright, assholes. Welcome back.
Hi.
Why?
What's
Be
up?
Be normal.
No, the best part about this is the stream can't see what I'm doing.
I wish that the stream could though.
I want just how Drill and Astrofel greet each other from like way far away. It's like I think that's Astrofel, but I can't tell. Hang on. Ian just gets back.
Welcome back, everybody. Logan, you can feel free to take us off starting soon. I did not realize that was not that way.
I
There we
already
go.
did that.
Perfect. So, we opened a door, and there's a wormling, and a drake, and a desk, and a window. And you guys can feel free to roll perception checks, do a little look-see around.
I would
Good.
like to do that. I'm gonna
that.
do a little look-see around.
Yeah.
I got a nat 2 plus 7, so 9.
I got a nat 19 plus 5 for 24.
Nat 8 plus 3, 11.
17.
Don't brag about
Yeah, Drell and Zen. You guys are the only ones that realize the other two are so busy kind of staring at the red dragon wormling that is moving, kind of stirring from its sleepiness. You two are the only one that realize there's a flutter of movement across the ceiling. And you both look up just in time to see a pseudo dragon crawling and dipping into the mirror.
Oh,
Keep it away from Neptune. Keep the mirror away
guess-
from Neptune.
I think we know where they came from now.
I think so too.
Well,
Just you two saw that until you relay it. You two are the only ones
Yeah.
that saw the pseudo dragon.
there was a on the ceiling. It went into the mirror.
Well then.
Maybe we can use the mirror to get home?
But wait. Wasn't it shattered? If that's the case? Or is that
Well, there's no
No,
saying.
the
that-
mirror. There could be multiple mirrors.
That's what I was about to say. Is there's no saying there's not more than one mirror.
that is true.
Though I would have to wonder why somebody would be setting up so many
Well,
portals.
I mean, I guess I would want to look at myself before heading out
Do
somewhere.
are there runes on the mirror? And how big is the mirror?
Same size as the other one, 10 feet tall, about 3 feet wide. There are runes on this mirror.
Do I, with my keen mind, do I recognize them as the same
They're the exact
runes?
same runes.
She will point that out to everyone else.
Probably
So yeah,
the
it is
same
definitely
people.
a portal.
Then yes. Corey's been very quiet.
Okay.
She's still
It's an
with
NPC.
us?
Yeah, she's still with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my NPCs get real quiet when you guys do puzzles.
Yeah.
Very normal.
Yeah, I'm not
Corey's
here
the
to solve
Phoenix. I knew it.
Corey's the Phoenix.
Clarice is Phoenix.
Corey's the Phoenix.
Mango.
Mango.
Mr. Mingo.
Or
Oh.
As you guys are standing there, the wormling has pushed itself to its feet. And it is just staring at you.
Ayo Marifana, there's
Can
no
I roll
fucking
an
dog
insight check on
outside.
the wormling to see if it looks like it's hostile, protective, or insightful?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god.
It's going to be 13.
It does not seem to be making any moves to attack you yet, but it is watching you all extremely closely.
Kikyo will sign. Can one of you try to speak to it? Do any of you know Draconic?
I do.
I was like, that's
Yeah,
Dro.
I would hope so, Joe.
I do. Alright, she's gonna look at the wormling and then Draconic, she's gonna go, hello? Sorry for dropping by. We didn't mean to get here. It was an accident. Just
Which
trying to get home.
which to us sounds like
Yeah.
Kikyo sounds like.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Clip,
It will never stop.
clip that and ship that. God bless.
It understands you. You see by the way it tilts its head and watches you. Cheesecake, my god! But it does not respond verbally. It just sort of and stares at you.
It's a wormling, right?
Yeah.
Kikyo will sign. It's very young. Maybe it can't talk.
That's true. So,
Do you have any druidic magic that might help communication?
my thingy. I don't think I got any spells to do that yet.
Otherwise, I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if I see anything else of interest in the room. Maybe other wormlings sneaking up to bite us in the ass. That is a 10 plus 7, 17.
The desk to the left, so directly across from the mirror, there's nothing there. There's nothing no writing currently on it, but you can see empty parchments and a quill and ink, and it appears to be recently used.
Is the wormling near it or across from it?
The wormling is kind of in the middle of the room.
Okay. And then is the desk to the left on the outskirts or close to the mirror? Where exactly is...
The desk is against the opposite wall from the mirror, so they are on two opposite walls.
And then the mirror's on the right or left?
Right. Ow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get anything that.
And Kikyo will sign if the wormling...
Can you guys give me 1 second? I'm so...
you said there's a drake, right?
Yes, there's a green drake by the mirror.
That one's alive too? It hasn't noticed
That one
us?
is alive. No, it's noticing you. It just has not moved. It is staying guarding in the mirror.
They're like looking at us like, the fuck are you doing here?
When the fuck did you guys get here?
Yeah? Yeah, Zero?
I've got an idea.
Yeah?
We still got...
Consider your idea for 1 second. You guys feel free to talk about it. Hang on, I just got a call. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, it's my dad.
Yeah, you're okay.
We still have that rope, right?
Yeah.
tie that bitch around one of our waists, make everyone else hold it, and then go through the mirror and see where it lands.
Yeah, but if we go to the mirror, maybe we aggro the Wormling or the Drake.
Yeah, that's what we're
The
like.
Drake is standing
Yeah,
protectively over the
I know.
mirror.
Yeah, no. After we solve that, I'm so big brained. I promise. You gotta
Yeah.
trust
You
me
know-
out there.
Yeah, you are.
I do think we should investigate the desk first, though.
Yeah. Just be like, hey, let us look at this stuff, okay, buddy? To the wormling. It's like, please don't attack us.
Joe, honey, we need you to keep talking to it and distracting the shit out of it while we ransack the place.
God, if I was Nirvana, I could have just casted Thrall and it'd be good. But I'm not.
But you're not Nivon, you're Drill.
I'm Drell, and I don't get enthrall at all. So I just have to basically just keep talking to it and be like, hey, we're not here to mess with anything. We just want out of here. Can we get out of here?
Maybe I should have gotten the communicate with animals spell.
Yeah. I mean, I have speak with it, like, I have access to speak with animals, but clearly it can understand me. And
Yeah.
it's too little to talk.
Yeah. That's what I get for being like, let me get the disguise self spell, as if that will come in handy. Because I'm a bod and I love twicking people.
I mean, meanwhile, there was me and Arena who took the warlock feat that like gives you speak with animals for free, because I was like, this doesn't really go with the build I'm doing, but it ups the Disney princess factor.
Yeah, and this is the most that we've currently going through is the most that we've ever used it.
Well, yeah, because now she's like, oh, I can just use it to talk to my panther that I have.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So she's just constantly asking Sweetie, hey, do you smell something? Do you see something? Because you're an animal and you smell and see a lot more than I do.
Meanwhile, Astrophil's just like, I want to disguise myself as somebody else and ruin someone's day because of it.
I mean, she did talk to cats at the fucking masquerade ball.
Yeah, she did.
Of course she did.
Jesus.
Meow.
Speaking of cats,
Meow.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, I think I just have to
he's bake.
their attention and be like, hey, don't attack us. We're not here to fuck shit up. We just want to go home.
This is the distracting song. Look over here. Look over here.
Look over here. Look over here.
My fucking wisdom teeth have been bothering me all day.
Oh no.
One's growing in, and like it's fine. I'm not gonna need anything. But oh my god, eating today sucked.
Oh. I just heard Moss kick something up.
Okay,
Welcome back.
bye. Thank you.
Hey.
Okay, what did you all decide?
I want to
We can look
investigate
at-
the desk,
Yeah.
but
Do you
I
step
don't
into
want
the
to
room?
aggro the Wormling.
Do you step into the room?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you step into the room, and the wormling immediately moves towards the mirror, so away from you.
Okay.
Oh, so they're
Yeah,
just
Kiki
protecting
will
the
go to
mirror, I
investigate
think.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and I'm just gonna use the same investigation check you used. It's a fucking desk.
No way.
This desk has been recently used. There are scratches in the wood where you can see where someone has furiously like tapped a pen or tapped a quill. You can see where there's like scratch paper where they're trying to get the ink to stick. There's some ripped envelopes with the names furiously scratched out. But there is nothing like what you found in that other room of something half written or half finished. There is just evidence of someone who was here with half burning candles and what looks to be like tiny claws have dug into the wood, like where, maybe a pseudo dragon or 6 would sit.
Are there any drawers or anything inside drawers?
There are drawers there, but there does not appear to be anything but parchment in them. Parchment, quills, ink. There is a book in one of them.
I will obviously investigate the book, but I'm also just going to look for any false bottoms.
Yeah.
Or anything of the sort.
No false bottoms. You get the feeling that this desk, nobody assumed anyone would find this desk, so there's not like 50 layers of security. The book, however, is a library book.
Oh, which one?
It is... I don't remember what name I gave Zero, but it is the book about the gods of this land.
Hey, yo!
The history and the myths, the major myths of this land.
Does Kikyo recognize it as a book maybe one of the others picked out?
No, this was a book that Astrafel found while doing private research.
Okay. Kikyo wouldn't know then. She does take the book though.
Okay. Yeah, Kikyo takes the book. You see that when you go to pick up the book, the wormling growls at you, but does not make a move to bite you. Just sort of like a warning.
That's a warning.
Okay. Kikyo, for the time being, will set down the book, but write down the name.
Okay.
Show it to me.
She'll go back to the party and tell them what she found.
Oh, a library book.
I took out that book.
Did it look like it was from Tinamor's library?
Maybe multiple copies?
No, it was a library book.
Specifically, like it had Tinamor's library markings on it and stuff?
Mm-hmm. It was from Tinamor's library. It was from the Academy's library.
I took out that library.
Yeah.
Specifically, Zero, you did not check it out, but you did read over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't check it out, but I did sit in there for the last 45 minutes before dinner and read through it for some private reasons.
Well, I mean that does pretty much confirm that mirror probably does connect to Tinamor. So it could be our ticket back. However, it does look like these dragons do not want us going near it.
Can we ask for passage?
We could.
Well,
Drell. She's like,
You could. I can't.
yep. Drell like kind of steps into the room. Like does not get super close or anything like that. She just kind of steps to the room. She goes, "Hello," in Draconic. She's like, "Hello. We really want to go home, and we think that mirror might be our key through. Can we please go through?"
It immediately shakes its head. But when you not when you said please will we go through, when you said I think that's our ticket home, it started immediately shaking its head.
It's not a way back home.
You watch as it like it is eyeing you as it moves away from you. Its head, like you know how a lizard can just stay looking at the same spot as its head stays on you as it moves to the opposite wall from where you are and stomps on a rune carved into the obsidian, and you see a door flash open.
pardon me?
Oh!
Augers.
Well, thank you so much!
Did
Well.
you find out to get out of here then, Drell?
Yes, I think so. I asked if that I thought the mirror was a way through and it shook its head
It is
no. and
snorting
just-
at you as you try to talk. It is like
Yes, like it opened that thing, so I guess that's our way home.
And it
Kikyo
looks-
sets the Malachite Ring and the Onyx amulet onto the desk
We didn't
Somebody
need 'em.
else pick those up.
Yeah, don't worry, I've got it.
Ashifel, snatch.
Oh,
TK does not hear it.
Does not, as you guys, I'm assuming, leave, right?
Okay.
Keegan
Yeah.
dashes for the Keegan dashes for the weird. No.
Drell, as you pass through that doorway up to this hallway, you feel something reaching out to you. As you begin to walk upwards, you feel something familiar. Not like you know what is coming at you, but something familiar like when we see another human, we recognize this as another human. We smile, we have our natural reactions. You realize that whatever is reaching out to you is familiar in the same way. Dragon kin, maybe? Something that you recognize as similar. Not the wormling, not one of the drakes. This is something bigger. This is something much, much bigger than you can really comprehend, sort of watching you from the curves of the world as you have sort of breached its notice. As you begin making your way up.
God?
God.
God?
God? Go ahead. Sorry, Kikyo.
Oh, no, I said sup god.
Oh,
Oh, God.
To be fair,
Oh!
to be fair,
It's Lance.
Lance is the Phoenix in Tinamore, not clickbait.
Epic, not clickbait.
Oh, and sexual.
As you guys ascend, the wormling follows you up.
Got it.
It follows behind, allowing the door to swing shut behind you, effectively locking that room from you. As you move up, climbing, ever warm, it's stifling hot now.
Oh no, my hair.
Until you reach a point where the hallway sort of opens up, and you realize that you are standing at the base of a caldera.
What's it called?
It's
The opening of a volcano.
It's the big soup bowl in the middle of the volcano.
There are pathways going around the ring of the volcano. Obsidian stairways that will come up and disappear into the volcano wall directly across from you. In front of those rings, though, is a massive carving of this obsidian dragon. One that appears to be clawing its way out of the mountain. As though breaching, as though being born into this world for the first time. Go
Does
ahead.
Obsidian Dragon being born ring any bells? I'm gonna roll a history check.
Okay.
That is a 17 plus 7, so 24.
Other than the fact like we've discussed, Mother of Dragons, etc., you don't know anything about an obsidian dragon. Obsidian seems to be the material it's made of, but this is a massive dragon. This statue literally takes up half the wall of the volcano.
It's gonna come.
It is hundreds of feet tall.
Oh, God.
In front of
Final
its features.
boss.
in front of it, floating in the air, kind of in the middle of the caldera, is this wisp of white and blue flickering light that, no matter where you move, seems to keep its attention focused on you.
I would like to say that this is going to be an easy level 2 final boss. Clearly, Moss, you need to ramp it up a bit.
I didn't mean for the dungeon. I meant for the fucking campaign.
I'm joking.
You're
I'm
the
joking.
motherfucker that tore off my wings.
It growls. It doesn't.
That's what I was gonna say. Holy shit!
And like it growls and Kikyo's, everyone else freaks out and Kikyo's just standing there like, what?
With a monster
It's-
this big, Kikyo would
You would feel the
You would
power.
just
joking,
feel
I'm
that
joking.
in your fucking
Um,
bones.
So there's this floating wisp in front of you. The monster. It's a fucking stone statue. Crawling out of the caldera of this mountain, of this volcano, with lava soup about 100 feet below you, and ways along the side.
I would like to partake in yon spicy.
You cannot. Which way are
No,
you going?
You can drink lava, but only once. Do both pathways seem identical?
Yeah, they seem to go around. You
Are there
can't see my
stairs
hands.
going up? Did you say?
Yeah, so that you get about halfway up, and then there's stairs going up, which
Is there
appear
anything
to
else?
not that you can see.
Kikyo will sign and say, "I suppose we should get moving."
Alright.
When this is over, I am going to strangle those twins.
I am with
You-
you.
You guys begin to move, and as you start to move, the wormling grabs at 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry, just 3. At Zenazura's shirt, attempting to keep you there.
What is it?
Zenazura, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good.
I was so scared that you were gonna say roll initiative. I'm constantly scared that you're gonna say roll
No,
initiative.
I would never.
You're lying to me.
Anyway,
I
roll
am.
initiative. My wisdom saving was 7.
I guess
7
targeting
plus
the cleric is a
16.
good idea.
16 plus 7 is
Okay.
23.
Yeah,
Yes.
as the wormling pulls you back, you watch as stones lift and kind of direct you towards the wisp in the center of the room. So like lifting from the volcano itself to give you a straight path. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get the idea.
And you feel that tug, that mental tug of, come here. Come here, I need something from you. But with your wisdoms, you are able to resist the urge to walk.
Oh,
I see. Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I recognize anything about this wisp? Or a religion check or something?
Yeah. Let's go.
Arcana or religion?
Yeah, which one are you doing? Because that's going to vary my answer greatly.
Let's try religion.
Okay.
17.
Muraphora is the goddess of the weave. The weave is made of her hair. She created it. From the weave, she birthed all the creatures of magic. What you see in front of you, that's a knot directly in her weave. And the magic around it is twisted and fucked up.
Oh, that's not good.
oh boy!
Oh, that's not good.
We can't just
Hey.
leave this here. I'm going to turn to the party and explain, that is a knot in the weave.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I have no magical abilities. I don't think I can affect something like that.
Yeah, actually, can you roll me, Kikyo, can you roll me a perception check, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. If it's based off of vision,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say something else. It's not It's not hearing.
19
It's
total.
not. You realize the wormling isn't paying you any mind. It is staring full on our casters. It is ignoring you and Atsuko. And it is actually, as you watch, it is moving to try the same thing with Drell.
No one go towards that thing.
Feel distance from it.
Can you ask the wormling why it wants a caster to go towards it?
Okay. And she goes, so she, in Draconic, she goes, why do you want somebody to go towards it?
You don't get a verbal answer, but you get this sort of that familiar thing reaching out to you, that creature kind of in the back of your mind that has been, that you just recently connected with, saw, acknowledged. You feel a strong want, a strong need from it.
Can I?
Is uncomfortable?
This is a bit off. I'm gonna kind of like rewind, like as Kikyo like remembers when we first walked in that room and opened the door. Did the wormling or the drake or the pseudo dragon as, or like what we saw as what Kikyo saw, and let me know if I need to roll insight. Did they look surprised to see us there, or did it look like they were ready for us?
They roll me insight because this is important.
That is a 13 plus 7, dirty 20.
Oh, thank God.
They were surprised to see you through that door.
Okay, if they were surprised, then that means... Alright, so, out of character, I'm just gonna explain my thought process, and you guys tell me if you have any holes or anything. We walk through the door, they are surprised to see us. The pseudo-dragon immediately flew through the mirror. The drake guarded the mirror. The wormling eyed us the whole fucking time. The wormling got protective over the stuff inside the temple. The wormling is actively trying to get us out of it, or at least out of the area with the mirror, because they were protecting something there, which is the mirror itself, and possibly other relics inside the temple. So they have a purpose, they're intelligent. They look surprised to see us, so they weren't ready for us, so this is not something that was planned out ahead of time. However, the wormling is intelligent, led us to this specific spot. So either the mirror actually was the way out and the wormling lied by shaking its head, and we didn't roll an insight to figure that out, or this actually is the way out, but to the wormling this is a happy surprise, there are casters here, the wormling can use this to solve a problem of its own. If it's a happy surprise, then it's possible that the wormling is non-hostile for a very specific reason, and that means that it's not going to hurt us. At least the wormling isn't trying to hurt us by getting us to do this. Not saying that it's not dangerous. I personally think what likely is happening is that the wormling is taking advantage of a situation that happened randomly to fix its problem, and that problem being a knot of magic in its temple, possibly why the temple was abandoned in the first place. And that it's non-hostile because maybe we can solve it. Does that sound... another possible theory is that the wormling is evil and is trying to trick us into going to the knot for some nefarious purpose.
Which is, also very...
But I also feel like if the wormling was nefarious, it might have attacked us earlier. Simply for the fact that we are intruders in this temple.
Yes. And,
But-
there's also that, the strong ones from whatever is trying to be like, hey, to me, so it's like, is that a nefarious thing, or is that a, hey, there's some fuck shit happening and I want somebody to fix it? Fix it.
I guess, my thing is, Moss said they weren't surprised to see us through that door. So it sounds like they were expecting, if not us,
Wait,
then...
did you say they were or weren't? Because I heard were.
They were surprised to see you from that door.
Yes, they were surprised to see us from that door, which is very specific wording. It sounds like they were expecting us or someone to come through, but not via that way.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
I
that's what
really I
thought
did
too.
consider that. The problem is that's very metagamey. What we have to consider is that our players, our characters came through a door and saw a surprise wormling. Because they're animals, we have no way to infer that they were surprised that we came through a specific way other than another way. We can only infer that they were surprised that we came in through a way. Like, we could have come through the mirror and they would have still been surprised. We couldn't come through the door up top, they would still have been surprised. There's no way we can tell that difference. It could have been the same exact scenario had it been a different door.
Yeah, I'm just mostly going with Moss's wording.
I
Yeah.
totally understand that. And the word I noticed a very specific wording, but like that I can't integrate that into my character decision.
And that's understandable.
Yeah.
Paul's very, I get it. I
Mhm.
actually really like that decision. I think you're pretty cool. You're super cool,
Yeah.
actually.
It's like, because separating in-character knowledge and out-of-character knowledge is, like, very much a learned skill.
Hard.
It is. It very much is. Me pointing directly at Arena. Very much is.
I'm just kind of okay at role playing just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just a little.
just a little.
So what's the plan, mans? We got
But mainly I was talking out of character to share my thoughts with you guys, and I can
Yes.
infer your decision there.
Mhm.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. And the fact that it's looking at the casters specifically and ignoring Sick Neptune and Kikyo, who are not casters.
To be
Is-
fair, I have
I feel
also
really
wait,
bad that Indy isn't
wait.
here.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Is it paying attention to Colry at all?
Yeah, it's paying attention to all the casters. I said that.
Okay, because you said 3 earlier.
Sorry, I forgot.
Colry is so quiet, she got forgotten.
By me. That's not true. I didn't forget she was there. I just didn't include her in the number.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You wanted to include player characters, happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yes,
and I get it now because sometimes I'm like, where are my friends? And you're like, they're there. I just forgot to mention them. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Kikia will sign to Zenazura. Do you know what that is?
It's a knot of magic in the weave. It is, twisted.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
Mhm.
That is a 12 plus 9, so 21.
It is a knot.
Sorry,
Yes.
19.
19. Again, it is a knot in the weave. Zenazura, what did you roll when you rolled? You rolled high, right?
Yeah, I rolled a,
But you rolled religion. You rolled arcana.
mhm.
I'm rolling Arcana specifically. I want to identify what it is.
It is a
Or at
knot.
least as close as I...
It is a knot in the weave. And think of it like, you know, when you break a window, air flows depending on like temperature, weather,
And pressure.
etc., and pressure.
Mhm.
This isn't just a knot. It's like somebody broke a window. There is stuff happening, stuff coming through, stuff trying to come through, stuff being pulled in. It doesn't.
Are the effects negative
You
on the
don't know.
surrounding area specifically?
It looks net neutral right now. Right now it's literally
From
hanging
her
in the
knowledge,
middle of
can
an
she...
area. Go ahead.
From her knowledge, can she infer that something like that could be problematic?
Could it be problematic? Yes, anything could be problematic, especially when the weave itself is literally twisted. Right
Kikyo
now.
will...
Go ahead.
Kikyo will let the others know what she thinks of it, and then she'll also sign to Zenazura. I understand not wanting to leave this thing here. I wouldn't want it in my temple either. I don't have a temple. But is this really our problem?
I felt a tug towards it.
Drunk raises her hand. He goes, yeah, something is kind of trying to communicate that it wants something done with me specifically. So,
Is there any way I could
Kikyo
insight
will.
the tug that I
Kikyo-
got? Sorry, go ahead.
Hold on. Go ahead.
And then Kikyo will go up to the wormling, pull out a piece of parchment, and go, like, quietly think to yourself, I hope you can fucking read. And write down in Draconic, you, prove to me that this won't harm us, or at least that's not your intention.
It looks at you for a second, and then just pretty much just like it just looking at you, just like it with this. I can't even describe the look. It's literally the look of, "Are you stupid?"
Kikyo shows the paper towards Drell.
Okay. She's like, okay,
The wormling is now grabbing Astrophel and trying to pull them.
Oh, okay, alright, hi. I guess it is our problem, considering it wants at least 3 of us.
You
is
hear
it
a very
going to hurt
soft,
us?
we should really get out of here. This is like, I don't like this.
Either, but she
And all
goes
this
to-
because someone had to push me into a pool.
Is there any way I could insight on that tug that I felt earlier to see if it felt like it was like malicious or like genuine in intent of any way? Like,
Yeah, roll me an insight check. Sure, why not?
oh, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. That's a 19 plus 5 for 24.
It was genuinely needy.
Okay, but I could not tell if it was malicious or not.
It genuinely feels like it needs this.
But it didn't did it feel malicious or not?
I mean, what's your definition of malicious?
Does it want to hurt me?
I mean, it just needs what you can give. Like,
I think this thing steals magic.
Ayo?
Ayo.
Or maybe it needs
Ayo?
magic to repair itself. It's like a hole punchery off.
Yeah.
I say we get
At
those
the end of the
dragons
day,
and
though,
random
one of the
sacrifice
casters
them.
needs to make a decision here.
yeah, we need to move it. We got 9 minutes.
I
What do you want?
Kikyo
Hey,
can't.
kiddo,
I can't
kiddo,
make
what
the
you want?
decision here.
No, I just don't want this to end yet.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
I feel ya.
D&D real, and it gives me coping.
Zinazur is going to shake her head and say, I don't know that this is anything we can handle. I think we should leave.
Yes, I wouldn't know how to even begin to fix this. She goes so warmly. She goes like, I'm sorry, but I don't think we can fix this, at least not right now.
Astrophel, there we go. I was trying to get your name. What do you do?
I think I trust both of your judgments. Even, yeah, I trust both of your judgments. We should probably get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Let's get the fuck out of here.
At the very least, we could report this to somebody.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to.
Kikyo says that's a given. And then she'll sign. Too many weird things with drakes and dragons going on lately.
They pushed me
Yes.
into a pool.
The dragons?
The dragon.
No, but I'm still mad.
So what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
I guess we're heading up, like the pathway towards like over the side.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna start heading around the.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you guys start heading around the way. You guys get about halfway, so about to the radius of the midway point of this little arch. Astrophel. As you step up onto that first step,
Oh no.
you feel something try to nip at your heels. What do?
I turn around.
You turn around?
Confused.
Okay. You turn around. All of you can turn around if you want. I'm going to describe this scene, and then we're going to call it for the night. Astrophel, as something goes to nip at your heels, you move just in time, getting out of the way. The wormling's mouth, open wide, goes to grab you by the closest thing it can grab, a wing, a sleeve, pants, whatever it can. It tries to grab you a first time. You move out of the way. It goes a second time, and as it does, Astrophel, you remember the creatures from 2 weeks before?
Mm-hmm.
The goobs.
Mm-hmm.
From the very center of this volcanic rock, you see this black ooze shoot up and stab the wormling directly through its jaw, through the top of its mouth, just ripping its skull clean in half. Its body tumbles into the lava below, and as it hits, a roar echoes out from the volcano itself, from the center of this volcano. And we see that schism in the center begin to glitch and twitch and twist. As from above, wormlings begin to crawl down. And from below your feet, ooze begins to crawl up as if trying to meet it. And you are standing there in the center of this as both come to rush in the middle to meet you. And that's where we're going to call it this time. And we'll start next time.
Thank you everybody so much for
That was
coming
really
out.
interesting. I'm gonna have a lot of fun talking about it in the Discord tomorrow. But I gotta go. I love you guys very, very much.
Love you guys.
This was an insanely good session. Like,
Hell yeah.
fantastic job.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, we
2
doing
weeks
this
from
again.
now.
And it needs to be now.
Hey, bye. Signing off.
I'm
Adios.